Diddly and do diddly.
No,
like
dead in the middle of Little Italy. Little did we know that we riddled two middlemen who can do. Fuck. Now we're taping and I screwed up.
Well, the real
That's
screw
because I
up.
put the dip in. I can't do it with the dip in.
The real screw up is your decision to culturally appropriate African American.
That's how you knew
culture.
Big Pun was such a great rapper. Is he could rap that whole verse while eating chicken wings.
Big Pun's not African American.
He's a little African American.
A little bit.
Yeah. Anybody from Brooklyn is African American, just as a rule.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Anybody that fat, if you get that fat, you count as black.
I don't like that. That doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't. Just saying, if you're that fat, you become a minority. Is what I'm saying.
I see. You're intersectional.
You're treated the same way black people were in the 70s.
No, you as a Hispanic male could speak to this. Excuse me. I am a fat ass Hispanic male. Okay.
Put some respect.
That's why when you get to a certain weight, you're allowed to use the N-word and no one gets mad at you.
Yeah, because nobody can really understand what you're saying.
No,
it's Ralphie May just let it fly.
It's actually, it's just a different time, Still probably not great.
He died like a year ago.
Yeah,
that's what he gets.
What was his last words?
That would be your last word.
Already in it.
Ralphie
already.
Mays.
We're less than 2 minutes in, and you're already flirting with the N-word.
Ben would say, "We go, Ben. We go. Do you have any last words? Because you're getting executed for sure. That's how you die
For doing InfoWars.
right?
Yes.
Yeah, for doing InfoWars or putting you down. No, it's you on your deathbed, and we're like, "Do you have any last words?" And then you go boop, and then the thing goes boop, and it's you. So it's two different beeps. One is you saying the N-word in the bit, but the other one is you actually dying.
It's the EKG going out.
Yeah, exactly.
What is it? This one?
Sorry, hey, my headphones are going like in and out.
Oh.
Hey, check. Okay, that's good now. Okay.
Dead in the middle of Little Italy. Little did we know that we riddled two middlemen who couldn't do diddly.
Remember how we play a theme song at the beginning of every episode?
Yeah.
You remember about that?
Yeah.
Oh!
Hey.
There it is.
Sorry, my headphones were all fucked up.
Dude, burn some incense up in this mother right now. Hey, if y'all motherfuckers listening out there, put on the incense, get out your Colt 45, and find your best girl and sit down and have her sit in your lap.
That kind of party, I'm gonna stick my dick in the mashed potato.
Disgusting, Jace.
What, are you looking in a mirror?
Oh, God! They're gonna know I'm dumb.
I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. I sucked off a tiny man.
There we go.
I ripped off his Peter and chomped on his wiener. I'm Popeye the Gay Guy Man. Welcome to Brain Jail, everybody.
Hey, welcome to Brain Jail. I'm Kevin Ting, and that voice is Benjamin Allen Avery as the voice of Woke Satan.
Yeah. I'm surprised you didn't do Pop Guy.
And that other voice you're hearing is the voice
Pop
of
guy, the
Jace.
gay guy man.
Yeah.
Jace Wayne Avery.
Hey.
If you enjoy the podcast, I want to encourage you right off the bat. The easiest way you can help us grow is by doing a review on iTunes or wherever you listen to podcasts.
We got a lot last week, actually.
So
all I need to do is cry every episode, and we'll get a lot of reviews.
I think that's easy. Make a review wherever you listen to this podcast and share it so that we can keep growing. And send us an email to brainjailpod@gmail.com if you want to communicate directly to us.
Yeah.
Now, Ben, Popeye's gay?
I'm Popeye the gay guy man. I live in a garbage can.
That's the sound he makes when he's having sex.
Well, I don't want to get too far into this without addressing Ben's giddiness. So, Ben, you went on a real autistic...
I went on the Big Devil show himself.
Yeah.
You manifested the weirdest life for yourself.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
You are going to be a pedophile, I'm pretty sure.
It really was. Ben went on InfoWars. I'm sure everybody knows that. But Ben was actually on InfoWars. And
it's insane.
Not even a bit. I literally went on InfoWars.
It's not a bit. Ben was on the TV show or the internet show. It's not even on YouTube because it's illegal.
It's his own internet.
People were like, how can I watch? I'm like, you have to
You got to get a hard line from Alex's compound direct to your living room.
I was like, you have to pay Alex Jones $50 to watch this.
Yeah. Dude, you know what was funny, Ben?
Hey, do you guys hear an echo, by the way, on the voice?
I don't.
No,
I don't know.
I do not.
Okay, can you just turn my headphones down then?
Yeah, I guess. You wanted them up earlier.
Well, no, I just wanted it to stop going in and out.
Is that good?
Yeah, it
Okay.
just sounds like there's a bit of an echo, but maybe you take that out in post. You?
There's not an echo.
Maybe you're just hearing Alex talking to you so loud in your head, you know? Yeah, so Ben went on InfoWars, and am I hearing an echo now?
I hear an echo.
You guys, there's
a
no
light-
fucking echo. Can you stop?
Echo.
Are you sure?
I guess no, I don't. I guess I don't hear an echo.
reverb in the room. Hello.
Oh, wow.
That's what a room sounds
We need
like.
to get some
Oh, it's-
fucking sound panels.
You know
up
what?
in
You
here.
know what it is? It's because you cleared all the junk out of here.
Oh,
So
that's
now we're getting
probably
a
what
little
it
bit of a
is.
reverb. Yeah.
you know where I didn't hear an echo? The InfoWars compound.
Oh, I bet, dude.
It's a professional organization.
They had a big swanging camera that would just fly in, and Alex was just ready to go.
Right.
Every time.
Yeah. It was.
Every
It
time.
was funny watching.
operatives here. Ed McMahon himself.
I have classified documents that says Ben Avery's gay. I'm sorry. There's a family program. I'm sorry.
It's my job to reveal the truth to the American people. That is that Ben and Allen Avery committed 9/11 on his own.
You can only do alterations of Jesse Ventura's voice when you try to do those guys.
Well, I can't really do. I haven't really tried to do it, but
Come on, do Alex.
I've classified documents.
They're turning all the frogs gay.
I can't do. I got to study it. I got to go for it.
They're turning all the frogs gay.
See, he's doing Jesse.
That's Jesse Ventura.
So tell us about your experience at the InfoWars compound. And first off, I want to get your pre thoughts, your concerns,
I will say
your prayers and praises.
I did pray over Alex before we began.
Did you really?
I asked him if I could pray with him.
Did he accept,
Did you really?
Yeah.
Did he accept Jesus Christ into his
He
heart?
accepted Pepe into his heart.
Pepe Christ.
By the way, they had the gay frogs commercial.
I know.
In between the segments.
Yeah.
Dude, that was a moment.
Did you let your boy watch the InfoWars?
No.
He would like Pepe.
I watched
He
Ben.
would.
I watched Ben watch that, and it almost made me believe in The Secret a little bit.
Dude, I'm telling you,
Because for
Oprah
the
knows what she's
past
talking about.
the past year, Ben was like, "What if I can get on InfoWars one day?" And I was like, "All right, everybody's got to have their dreams." But he made it happen. And watching you do it, it was almost like watching a child achieve a dream they'd worked to their whole life.
Yeah.
like it was watching Tiger Woods win the '97 Masters or something.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen Ben happier in his life
Yeah.
than when the gay frogs commercial came on while he was on InfoWars.
I feel like I'm going to get that type of depression mothers get after they have their child,
Podium depression.
or
You're-
postpartum depression, or whatever.
you're going to get, it's called podium depression.
Yeah,
Olympic
postpartum.
athletes get it.
Oh, really?
Survivor's guilt is what you're going to have.
You're like, I got out of that. Can't believe it.
Dude, security was not that tight at the compound. I will say, walking in,
Probably the only detail you shouldn't reveal.
Yeah. Should I sell him a system? You should have hit me up.
Yeah.
No, I think there were armed people there. And by the way, even if I told you where it was, you couldn't find it. It's really hard to find. It's super
Neverland?
undisclosed.
Say the address.
It's
69 Hell Lane.
they didn't check any of my, and I think it's because they knew we were friends of Rogan or whatever.
yeah.
Friends of the show.
Yeah, basically. So they were like, "Hey, go easy on these guys. They're just comics. It's not some Yahoo off the street that's
yeah.
coming in here." But I will say,
Honestly, you guys were scared of them. I mean, realistically.
I mean, me and Tim talked about it on the episode that's coming out tonight. But there was a really dark energy to the place.
What do you mean? How so?
It had to do with him.
With
A little
Alex
bit, yeah.
himself. I mean, he's a crazy person,
I mean, but he's also brilliant.
He's hilarious.
And
I will say
he's
that.
He is hilarious. I do agree with that.
By the way, I will say no one has gotten mad at me. And people from back home are so proud of me.
Well,
people I haven't spoken to in years are like, "Hey, buddy, you're finally making it in Hollywood." I'm I don't think you understand what Hollywood is.
Yeah.
This is what you do when you can't make it in Hollywood. Is you go on InfoWars.
You finally submitted
because you're
yourself an
"Fuck it."
independent production.
Yeah.
Look at you being an entrepreneur out there.
Yeah, people. It was funny. All my LA friends, I told them, you swore me to secrecy, but the minute you guys went live, I was like, Ben's on InfoWars right now, and all my LA friends are like, Jesus Christ, and all my friends back home are like, that's so good.
Yeah, mom and dad were like, "Awesome, way to go."
Amazing.
And all my LA friends, I'm like, you guys, if you don't want to talk to me ever again, I get it. Yeah.
Going on Alex Jones really is kind of like the face tattoo of getting a job in Hollywood. It's like once you've gone on InfoWars, you're kind of fucked forever, unless they just want a guy that went on InfoWars.
Well, anyone could clip it. Anything I get now is someone could just clip me fist bumping Alex Jones on his show and saying that we're both retarded.
Right.
I want to.
It's just exists forever.
You can
now.
never run for any public office ever.
Well, Starbucks spokesperson goes on InfoWars and says the R word.
I will say, unless I can run for office, Chase, I had the thought maybe Trump was watching.
Oh, yeah.
Because he loves InfoWars.
And Trump's like, he's great. I love him. He's actually Ed McMahon.
I'm going to retweet him right now.
Wow.
Everybody's got to follow at Morpheus Quotes.
Yeah, I tried
See,
to get.
But you didn't put it on there. That's what I was bummed out. I thought you'd put at Morpheus quotes.
No, I gave the lady my Instagram handle, and then she just put my Twitter. Because I use my Instagram to DM with people, and my Twitter is a dummy account. I used to just retweet David Hogg just to throw people off my tail.
Right, for sure. Yeah.
Jesus.
And then my other account is
Just
the account
to
where I have fun.
How is that doing anything but
They're
like,
like-
leaving
They're
a
like,
smoke
he
trail?
loves David Hogg.
Dude, it's a fucking smoke screen because they go, fuck this guy, this alt-right piece of shit, he went on InfoWars. And then they go to my Twitter account and they're like, oh, he loves David Hogg.
Yeah.
Like, maybe I shouldn't judge a book by its cover.
Right. Well, I went to your, because I never seen your actual Twitter, so I went to that. And I saw the David Hogg retweets, and I for sure thought it was just a parody account of David Hogg, like just somebody making fun of him. But no, it's the actual David Hogg.
Yeah, I only retweet David Hogg.
I actually thought for a second it was the guy, the other school shooter, the one who's a Nazi now. I thought you were retweeting that guy over and over again.
Oh, Kyle Kashu?
Kyle Kashu.
No,
yeah.
he unfollowed me on Instagram.
Oh, damn, dude.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Shit.
He doesn't like me and Tim that much anymore.
Wait, so who is this guy?
Kyle Kashu?
Yeah.
He was the guy who survived the Parkland shooting, and he was for guns. Like he wants people to have more guns.
Yeah.
He wants
Yeah,
more
yeah,
guns
yeah.
in school.
He's like the dark side David Hogg.
Yeah.
Like David Hogg is like Luke Skywalker.
I don't really follow. I don't even know what David Hogg is.
Kashu-
And Frank Stallone is Darth Vader.
So Kashuv went the fucking other way after Parkland.
Yeah, he's
And
like, it would, too bad I didn't have a gun.
Yeah, he was like, everyone should have a gun.
Yeah.
And the NRA was like, you'll say what?
Yeah.
So they, but then he was trying to get into Harvard, and he said, they found out he said the N-word in a chat on like Xbox Live.
Right.
And then so Harvard rejected him from the school.
And then they had to reject everyone who's ever applied to Harvard.
yeah, especially the Asian kids.
Yeah.
It's like, don't look at the chat history for any of the Asian kids that are online.
Yeah, we
Seriously.
can't have Xbox chat archives go public. It'll
That's
take down
insane.
it'll take down
They
Bill Clinton.
found out he said the N-word on Xbox Live.
Some shit like that, like a Discord server or something. So then he got kicked out of Harvard. Me and Tim became friends with him because we were like, hey, we told people, we're like, hey, we made friends with one of the Parkland shooters. They're like, oh my God, like Emma Gonzalez or David Hogg, like you're going to have him on the podcast? We're like, no, not that one. The one that said the N-word and just really loves like machine guns and stuff.
The
And I will say,
interesting one.
if Kyle is listening, he is a sweet kid. He's a nice kid. He's a smart kid. He did give me a lot of shit for vaping on the podcast, which pissed me off.
Really?
But yeah, he basically just boomered me with the vaping. He was like,
Yeah.
isn't it sad that you're just so addicted to nicotine? I was like, fuck off. You know nothing about the world. There's
He hurt your feelings.
world.
because it's like, dude,
You know nothing of the world.
he doesn't fucking understand addiction because I'm sitting there, I'm like, dude, you know how lucky I am to just be addicted to this stupid fucking thing? I could be hitchhiking in Beverly Hills with my asshole spread open with a bottle of Jack Daniels shoved in the motherfucker.
Here's a collage of all my overdue bills.
Right. I
Now,
like how
fuck
this
you.
offended you 80 times more than him criticizing David Hogg trying to get rid of guns.
Well, he doesn't.
Yeah.
He actually doesn't criticize David. He's like, those guys are doing their thing, and you know, if that's what they believe, then and he'll debate them, but he doesn't care.
But you shouldn't vape.
But I shouldn't vape. This motherfucker who works for Dave Rubin is trying to tell me to put my vape down.
He works for Dave Rubin,
I think so. Yeah.
Who's Dave Rubin?
the Rubin Report. Bro.
He's the guy who's the moderator for Jordan Peterson's live events and stuff.
I'm already uninterested.
Well, he's also got a very popular podcast.
He's a gay politician who's like a Republican.
You've lost me even more. Oh, now I'm back.
Yeah.
You lost me, then you got me back.
He does the
I think
ice house
if
sometimes.
I just use the titles of most of the videos, I think he's the guy that destroys feminism.
Oh, okay.
He destroys it often.
I think me and Kashuv are cool, though. I think we're cool.
Right.
I hope
you guys
so,
talk
man.
on Xbox Live all the time.
Yeah, only on Xbox Live. I wish that guy the best of luck. He's probably going to be a DC guy. You meet him, you're like, oh, you're going to end up in DC.
You mean
gonna
like the
be
DC
somebody.
sniper?
Yeah.
The Parkway
Yeah.
shooter.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Back to InfoWars.
Yeah,
though.
so Ben was on Hitler show.
I had the thought, I was like, I could have my Joker moment.
Ben met
on the
Hitler.
show.
Oh, you could kill him?
No, but it would be different because if the Joker went on InfoWars, Alex wouldn't make fun of him, though.
Right.
Oh, Ben, why don't you tell me another joke?
Well, here's a joke, Alex. What happens when you take an alt-right podcast producer and dump him into a Patreon that neglects him and refuses to support him? And then you pull out just a fucking, bazooka and blow his head off. Yeah.
That'd be good. That'd be good.
Yeah.
For all our swag, make sure to go to Hitler.com. Order this toothpaste. This is the best.
Now, Ben, plug
fucking toothpaste. Here's Stalin's teeth. Look how white Stalin's teeth are.
You grind the teeth up and you eat it, and it gives you a boner, a powerful boner.
We can guarantee that this is the erectile dysfunction medication that Mao Zedong took.
We have Pol Pot's big toe on a necklace, and we're selling that for $19.99. Go now. If you want to use the credit card on our site, it will be deactivated. So you're going to have to get a new credit card.
I won't
tell
sell
you that.
anything I don't believe in. This is actually his toe, and I believe it.
We have some genuine Hitler paintings made out of Jew gold.
Hi, it's me, Jesse Ventura. I just want to say, hey, Alex, I love the Jew gold you sent me, and I just can't get enough. Way better than that other Jew gold that I've been given.
All right, up next on the show, we have a very special. It is a bag of teeth pulled from Dachau, and we're selling that for $49.99. A bag of 50 to 60 teeth.
This
pulled out
isn't
of
just
the
like the other bags of teeth you've been buying on eBay. These bags of teeth are great. You're not going to find any chipped teeth in this bag.
My entire mouth is full of Jew teeth because they all fell out from wrestling.
I outbid Zebra Goat 22 for a bag of teeth once for $2,500. All
right,
and this bag of teeth for $99.99. Way better.
Up next on the program, we have Mr. Hand's Prolapse Asshole, and we're selling that for $68, $68 flat on that.
Hi, it's me, Jesse Ventura again.
He keeps calling him.
Just want to say, I know I hate to do this for free, but Mr. Hand's Prolapsed Asshole is the best thing that's happened to my entire life.
I use it as a headband when I jog.
Yeah, that guy died from fucking a horse. Yeah. Mr. Hands. Yeah.
Oh, Messy Ventura.
Messy Ventura.
Everywhere he goes, he runs amok.
Yeah.
So Ben, you get to the compound, you get the mark of the beast, then what happens?
I'm sitting in the green room, and I think I'm about to black out because I don't know if I'm going to go on or not. And then the sweet lady, she walks in, and she's like, so Alex doesn't have anything planned to do with you guys. Do you have a plan for the segments? Oh, we're like, we thought, Alex had an idea. She's like, no, you guys can kind of do whatever you want.
Yeah.
And we're like, okay. So we're just sitting there, and she's like, so do you want to go on too? Tim's like, yeah, that's if you want to have him on, that's great.
Your
I'm like,
dick just explodes.
I'm like, yeah, I'll go on. Like, Tim will do most of the talking, but I'll go on. Like, she's like, okay, yeah, that's fine. We can have both of you on, no problem. We'll just set up another mic. And then just sitting there waiting like 25 minutes, and the green room door is open, and I'm just vaping and pacing around. It's like 40 degrees.
Yeah.
And I walk around to look at all the editors throughout the warehouse.
Jesus.
And they're just fucking like dead-eyed and just staring at the monitors. And any one of them I tried to approach, they would like jump back, like all scared.
Because they're ready to get shot up at a moment's notice.
Or they're ready for like the FBI to like raid them or something. Like I don't know what's going on. I saw
They're
Owen.
just busy.
I saw Owen Schroyer walk through.
I don't know who that is.
He does another show on the InfoWars network.
Yeah.
I think he does the War Room, maybe.
Is that the guy with dreadlocks on InfoWars?
No, he's the guy with the beard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's my code word for asking, is that the black guy on InfoWars?
I did not see Rex anywhere.
Harrison?
Rex Jones, the son. I would like to meet Rex. Maybe do a podcast with him.
That'd be great.
Yeah. Do a crossover podcast.
Well, I just want to thank you for plugging Brain Jail on it. Yeah, that was huge.
Yeah, thanks, man.
That was.
We got
I
a
mean,
big bump from
I
that.
thought about plugging Brain Jail on it. I'm like, do we want InfoWars fans?
No,
to
that's
listen to
true.
Brain
Yeah,
Jail?
our fans are already crazy people.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, you
yeah.
don't want.
Yeah.
you don't want that.
The amount
in the
of
mix.
the amount of people who follow me on Instagram whose profile is just a Wojak or an NPC it's too much already.
Yeah, I already get enough DMs about pedophiles every day from people who listen to this podcast. It's
Yeah.
like,
Most of my followers are straight up. They're boomers and they're wage cucks and they're mustachios. And I just, I mean, like, please, you know what I mean?
Yeah, come on, man.
Come on.
Come on.
Everybody's all getting all Wojak.
I mean, if there's any fan we don't want listening to, if there's any person, I'm not going to say fan.
There's
listener,
nobody we
listener.
don't want
If
listening. Everybody should be
people that
listening.
think Sandy Hook didn't happen, I'd put that at the top of the list of
Hey,
people I don't want
look,
listening to
Ben,
the podcast.
Really, I would put Hitler at the top of the
Even-
list.
Oh,
so
really?
fuck-
Oh,
Hey,
I
hey.
put Trump actually.
Oh, fuck.
we could have a good influence on those people, though. You know, we could maybe change their minds.
No,
and get
I think
them
we'd be a
thinking,
catalyst for like more
No, I think
schizophrenia.
there's no facts that can change their mind, but maybe us being bullies to them by making fun of them, as we constantly do on this podcast.
Well, you know, also, Kevin, I'm not going to steal Alex's listeners. I'm not going to do that to him. You know, these people are on the prison planet. They're on the prison planet. I'm not going to take away his.
Yeah.
He's spent decades, and I'm just going to sweep in and steal all of his fans.
Yeah, that's right.
InfoWars could go under next month if they found out about Brain Jail. That's just
right.
the reality.
Yeah, that's right.
That's very true.
And then we'd have to start selling vitamin supplements.
I know.
And
We're-
water filters.
We're not popular enough yet to get canceled, so we have to.
Well-
we got to increase our.
Well, this
popularity.
is actually great for us because it's setting us up. There's a term I think I would call it pre-canceled.
Yeah.
Like you put like South Park or Stern on that. Like if you get popular just from being this, like
Yeah.
you can't get canceled because it's like you're
That's
already written off as that, and then you become popular.
We've already. It's like asking. You need $1,000, so you ask for 10,000.
exactly.
They're like, I'll give you 5,000. Like, I only wanted 1,000, man. We fucking got him.
Yeah, no one is upset.
Well, that's because you had. This is Hollywood, and it's such a vapid, shallow thing that you are being successful in your own avenue, and people
Yeah.
are like, "Well, I can't write that off." You know, they're like, "I might
Who would?
I might need to write for Alex one day."
I can't think of anybody. I mean, I can think of the two people that have called you out in the past that could come out of the woodwork again and be like, "See, I told you he's a piece of shit."
But do those people even exist anymore?
No, they're both dead.
No, they
Yeah.
both just disappeared into the distance.
They both got CTE from doing open mics, and they shot themselves in the heart. That's what happens to those people.
No, once Louis C.K. got canceled, they just disappeared because their function in the world was finished.
I mean, if like Louis,
Like Field of Dreams, they just walked back into the corn. Yeah.
If-
I've done what I needed to do. I've completed the task I came here to complete.
I mean, it's like Shane Gillis is going to be fine. He's not going to make the SNL money, but he's going to be fine. He's going to work.
Yeah.
Louis doing theaters. No one cares. Rogan and all these people do Alex Jones. It's like, and people try to cancel those people all the time still. And
Yeah.
like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Because we're
yeah.
not backed by any network. No one can, you can't fire me from doing this podcast.
Well, I mean, also clearly Hollywood is moving in the other direction.
Want to see me try, bro?
Hollywood is moving in the other direction. I mean, Joker is nominated for an Academy Award. The school shooter movie.
Yeah, Mexican Joker.
Yeah, the school shooter movie is going to win an Oscar for Best Actor.
Yeah.
So
The school shooter movie?
yeah, Joker.
Oh, I see what
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
saying.
yeah. So it's like nobody, and it's going to completely move back in the other direction.
It's not like it's going to move back in the other direction. The waters are just going to calm down. There's just
Yeah.
there's too many problems.
Yeah,
there's
it's
too
not.
much noise.
It's not going to move all the way back to where it was, but that's the pendulum of
Yeah.
American society.
Well,
it
if
moves
this-
back towards the middle.
If this World War III shit happens, people hopefully will gain sight of what really fucking matters.
And that's killing
defeating the Chinese.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, all of a sudden, we're going to start going after Dat Fan. All of a sudden,
Dude, I'm telling you, they're going to bring out the alien recreation vehicles,
Yeah,
dude,
dude.
and we are going to unite as a species.
It's a time for World War Free. Cheery Americans with their pod crash and their info.
are you going to fund a war with a Patreon money?
You said you defended the truth. You did not defend the truth. He's a lie.
Oh no, you're so strong from swinging kettlebell all day from Joe Rogan.
You got the InfoWars. I got the demos to make it
Yeah.
all a lie.
That would be funny if like World War III with China started, and that was when the U.S. government was like, "All right, there are aliens. We have flying saucer technology, and we're just going to vaporize the entire country of China."
They make all the frogs that turn gay. Another gay, and Pepe is my son.
Alex Jones.
Alex. Hero. Welcome to another episode.
Wait, it's Chinese Alex Jones?
Jones.
Yeah. Alex Jones.
Yeah.
It's an info. Hillary Clinton thrown on Epstein's brain 27 time. She's part of the New World Order.
I saw Bill Clinton at my daughter's massage parlor.
Me and Jays are doing Asian
now
voice.
I feel bad, yeah.
And I'm like, this is fine. And then the moment Ben starts, my heart starts pounding. Like, wait, this is bad.
Well, you did it's because you did a toothy Asian voice, and when I hear toothy Asian, that's when I get nervous.
Yeah.
That's Asian voice from the 50s.
I'm trying to think how to do Chinese
yeah.
Alex, though. Like, ladies and gentlemen, I have classified documents. No, let me make it Chinese. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a classified document.
Well, you have to do Japanese instead. Oh, ladies and gentlemen.
Vladimir Putin.
Can you imagine there was a person out there that would do that voice? Well, it was an impression of a person like that.
Yeah, we just played a sample from another podcast.
Yeah, we were playing another podcast run by 3 homeless people.
And and those people are bad.
Kevin, are you worried now that I've done InfoWars that it's going to be a bad look for you?
No, I don't care.
I thought honestly you might be like upset.
No, I don't care. I mean, Alex Jones is
because if you go up for SNL now. They're gonna be writing articles about me and about you.
Let me go on record first off by saying there is not a chance in hell that I will ever get SNL.
What? Famous last words, dude.
I am not too concerned.
You know who said that last? Shane Gillis.
Yeah,
you know who said that? Boy and Yang. And look at him now.
That's right. Mm-hmm. No, I'm nearly a million years old, so it's like.
It is crazy that we know people who are on SNL now. That is very weird.
And you know someone who's done InfoWars.
That is true. Yeah, it is crazy. Crazy the world we live in if you think about it, folks.
Yeah. I'm surprised you didn't wear your Shrek t-shirt.
I told him to.
Tim texted me before we went down. He's like, don't dress like a retard. Because he knew I was probably going to try to wear some bullshit. Dude, I was going to get a giant come and take it flag and get Alex to sign it. Mm-hmm. But it just was. I mean, we talked to him for a little bit and we talked to him between breaks.
Yeah.
But he was super fucking busy and he had to fly out in the morning and he was pre-taping the whole show. So
yeah.
It just, when we go back and do it, I do want to get a giant come and take it flag, get him to sign it, and then hang it in the living room.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we should definitely do it again.
You guys are a recurring segment.
I mean, why not just work for the compound? Why not?
Yeah, you can live in Texas again.
If the money's okay. Austin isn't that bad.
The stream was kind of buffering when I was watching it. And so when you went, you're like, Alex, I'm a bit of a retard. Alex, I'm a bit of a retard too. Alex, like it was like
like Ben was glitching out because he was so excited.
My brother.
Yeah.
I wish it zoomed out to the wide to see me and Alex fist bump because that would have been my profile picture forever. But it just showed me leaning out of frame, fist bumping him.
Yeah,
I fucking fist bumped him, dude.
Yeah. You're never going to watch.
And he said, we both said we're retarded live on InfoWars.
Ben isn't going to wash that hand for years. Mm-hmm. He's going to put it in a pickle jar and take a shower.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Put it in a pickle jar.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
With like saran wrap.
We can't give him a plastic bag. He might choke on it.
Mm. Yeah.
It's like how Barbara Bush kept her aborted fetus in a jar or whatever.
Yeah, that is true, actually.
I'm going to do that with my hand.
When did they tuck that jar into bed, too?
Is that true?
Oh, no. It was fucking, I think Rick Santorum. They had a miscarriage. Which is funny.
I thought it was Barbara Bush.
I don't like that stuff.
It was one of them. He had a miscarriage, but then they were like, we actually took it home for a couple days, and we read it bedtime stories, and we let all the kids meet it.
Are you serious?
Yeah, for real
Jesus
shit.
I mean,
real shit. Like they're tucking it into bed, like this just little.
I don't
nightcap
want to talk about this. The way people deal with that stuff is, it's pretty unique.
That's
a pretty horrible thing to go through.
No one does that.
I don't know.
You have to be off the fucking grid, off the planet mentally to fucking do something like that.
Here's also the thing.
I'm raised in an upper class family and a politician's family to do
here's also the
I tuck my jizz into bed after I ejaculate. You know what I mean? And I
You
read
give it a little kiss.
I read my stiff socks bedtime story every night.
You pull a little blanket
You know?
off for just your loose cum.
And then I bury it in the backyard while tears fill my eyes.
yeah, you have a little tiny headstone for each cum.
There's only 7.
Right.
That's it.
2020 to 2020.
Yeah.
No, here's the reason I think it's funny is I also think he didn't do that. I think that's a talking point for him.
Probably.
He probably didn't do it. They probably held it for a little bit and like let the kids come into the room and say goodbye at the
Yeah,
hospital.
that's a thing.
And then they just threw it in a trash can or burned it or something. I don't think he did that. And then later in speeches to prove his point about abortion, he uses his wife's miscarriage as a little token he can place at the poker table to have a discussion.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's what he does.
I think so too, probably.
So it's
That's
just,
what I would do.
He's going to be at the debate, and he's just going to, like, the abortion's going to come, and he's just going to hold up his little fetus that got miscarried and just show it to people.
So it's just for him at a party. It's just a conversation starter.
Yeah, it's on a note card when he runs out of topics.
It's around his neck like Flavor Flav.
Just an aborted fetus inside of the giant clock he's wearing.
Yeah. It's from Uncut Gems where he's like, I was the first guy who invented this, and he just holds up a little diamond fetus.
He
on a
hears
chain.
anything about abortion, he goes, "Yeah, boy."
Yeah, Uncut Gems, but Adam Sandler's trying to get a rare Pepe.
Yeah, that's true. This is how I post. This is how I post, baby.
He's a Pepe seller.
It's been, and I've hired thugs to stop you
Yeah.
from posting racist shit on 8chan.
Yeah, in the Pepe district in the Philippines.
I'm trying to break into your office. You're like, this is how I post, baby. I'm like, Ben, come on.
yeah.
Be reasonable.
I have Hot Wheels come in to buy one of the rarest Pepes.
Right.
The guy who invented H.
You send your girlfriend over to the other office so you can hand her your hard drive of Pepe memes through the window, and she can like take that to the U.S. government emergency system computer and just automatically send it to everything in America.
Yeah.
The National Broadcast Service has issued a emergency warning, and then it just feels good, man, flashes on every TV screen in America like it's a superhero movie.
Of the rarest Pepe of all time.
Right, and then the world joins America. We finally do Hands Across America, but just with the white people in America, from sea to shining sea. Yeah, that's my version of us, folks. Jordan
Has anybody
Peele.
done the bit of Uncut Gems, but it's just 3 guys named Jim who were uncircumcised?
I literally drew that and posted on Instagram.
Did you really?
Yeah. I did a little joke where it was like if Adam Sandler directed Uncut Gems, and it was just called Uncut Gem 'S.
Yeah.
And he's just naked going Shabadoo.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
I was ready, dude. I was ready with that one.
Yeah, well, call me 3 weeks ago, you know? A little offended you don't look at my drawings, apparently.
I'm going to start coming up with jokes, horrible jokes. Sorry. But just like 5 years later.
Okay.
So it's irrelevant and not good. That's how I like to operate.
I mean, I wrote a Caitlyn Jenner joke in 2019, so I get it.
I mean, you got to do what you know.
Yeah.
I was doing an NSYNC joke, in like 2014.
That's good, though, because it's like a throwback, you know?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
It was Justin Timberlake. You had to know the lyrics to a particular song from NSYNC.
What song?
Pop Life.
I don't know it.
Well, at the beginning, he says, "I'm sick and tired of hearing all these people talking about."
Oh, I know that song, yeah.
You know that one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He says, "What's the deal with this pop life, and when's it going to fade out?"
Yeah, so what was your bit?
The bit was that he said, "I'm sick and tired of hearing all these people," which means that he has multiple situations in his life where people have come up to him and been like, "Hey, Justin Timberlake, love the stuff you're doing, but what's the deal with this pop life, though? You know what I mean? Seriously, when do you think it's gonna fade out?" And he's like, "I'm sick and tired of this shit." And it ended with a gay accent.
Oh,
which
okay.
is-
Okay. There we go.
Yeah. He's sitting in his stylist's barber shop.
Okay.
And he goes, "Justin, I love your curls. Fantastic."
I like it that his stylist still has like a barber shop.
Oh yeah. Well, I had to modernize it or something.
Right.
Or something.
Like it's like barbershop too, but just
Yeah.
like they're gay this time.
Like, I love your necklace. That car you drove up in. Wowzers. But what's the deal with this pop life? And when do you think it's gonna fade
What's the deal
out?
with all this pop life, Justin?
And he goes, "Look, it's not about the car I drive or the ice around my neck. What you got to understand is it's just about respect." And that's the lyrics to the song. And if you don't know those lyrics, you better ask somebody.
Did you say that in the bit?
Yeah. I did that bit for a while. You ever do? There's.
God
it's like.
damn it.
Hey, shit would work, man. That's the fucked up thing.
No, I mean, dude, you've seen the hack. The hacks do great. They
Yeah.
do very well.
Yeah. So you're saying my bits are hack, bro?
That bit fucking sucked.
Bro, well, look, it
is the take a song and then examine it seriously.
Dude, I
and
fucking
the song's
blacked
10
out.
years old, and I'm doing gay voice.
Yeah.
I mean, I got it all.
I blacked
thought-
out in the middle of that bit.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I figured. I was talking.
But that's like that all comedy thing of being like, you know that rap song from 1992, you know? Mama told you to knock him out? Really, LL?
I thought this is a horrible...
Why didn't your daddy tell you?
Why didn't your dad? Where's dad in this situation? You know, fucking nerds going crazy.
You know, in that song by...
People who've never met a black person. Woo!
You know, Montel Jordan?
Oh, yeah.
When he's like, this is how I do it. And at one point he says it's Friday night.
Yeah.
I like the idea of a person being up in arms about like him singing that song on a Saturday.
You're doing the bit again, man.
No, I'm not. I'm definitely not doing it. I've never done this as a bit.
You're doing the bit again.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. And then he rapes a kid.
Hey.
That's good.
I thought you were going.
Now it's good.
I thought you were going, this is how we Jew it.
No. I mean, that works for you guys.
Yeah, it's them walking out of the Twin Towers right before the plane hits. So,
This is how we do it. This is. What I'm laughing at is the look of hate on your face. I did have a guy at work say,
You're like, this isn't about 9/11. What's wrong with you? This isn't about 9/11 or school shootings.
I did have a guy at work legitimately say, I don't know if I brought this up on the podcast, but he said he's fucking Jewing me down, and he really meant it in a derogatory fashion about a Jewish person.
Wow.
He said that to me, and then I was like, and he's like, what? I'm like, a little anti-Semitic. So
It seems like a bad choice of words.
it's not great. But do it in bit form, and I like it.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
good.
Alex, before we went on air, he even said he's like, you know, it's not a big deal. You can do the show. Like, I've had a lot of people on the show I don't fucking agree with. I don't fucking agree with Richard Spencer and all those guys. But he's like, if I was Charlie Manson, interview me. You know what I mean? Like if I'm Charlie Manson, then just interview me. What's the fucking harm? All right, we're gonna go live in 3 minutes. I gotta go get a LaCroix. I'll be right back.
I'm imagining you guys walking into the compound like the scene in Boogie Nights where they're trying to buy cocaine. Like there's just a little Asian man throwing firecrackers everywhere. And Alex is blaring fucking like goddamn like William Tell overture or something like that. I was trying to think of the Nazi composer. What's his name?
I don't know.
Flight of the Valkyries guy.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the song.
It's a good song.
But the guy who composed it, I forget his name. He was like a supporter of like eugenics and shit like that.
Yeah.
He was German.
Well,
He's canceled.
I mean, Michael Jackson, ate out a kid's ass while the kid was staring at a cutout of
Peter Pan. It's
So,
really,
I mean,
really dark stuff. Yeah.
real art. Art has its cost.
Really, you have to say, like, as a pedophile, what a creative choice, though, to
Yeah.
actually think of that.
I mean, that's
Well-
one of the best ways to get molested is by a guy who has a lot of money.
and also getting your ass eaten,
Dude, what? Okay,
You're not
imagine
wrong.
this. You're getting now. Let's put this kid in a different scenario. He's getting his ass ate in a trailer home.
Okay.
by his uncle or something.
Yeah, and he's staring at a cutout of Garfield the movie.
cutout
Yeah.
that he stole from the movie, the discount movie theater.
I've never played this version of Would You Rather.
There was a moment early in the documentary where the guy was like, he gave me the original Thriller jacket, and I was like, the original Thriller jacket.
he burnt it too.
Yeah, he burned it. I was like, you fucking idiot.
Did he roll that up and smoke that shit?
Yeah, he smoked
Hell
that
yeah,
fucking. He
dog.
blazed up,
Hell
dog.
yeah.
Yeah.
The Jerry curl on the collar really fucked him up.
It's a chiller, bro.
Yeah.
It really is. It really is.
chiller.
He could have sold that for like a quarter of a
Chill in the night, man. Fucking up, man.
420.
420 blazing every day and every
Dude,
night.
and get this,
Yeah.
the music video, it's like
Chiller.
it's a metaphor, dude. Like the fucking, like the undead are people that like just don't smoke.
Give my
that's true.
can
That's true,
koozie,
dude.
bro. I want to get a Coors and blunt smoke my mind, bro.
Yeah, the beginning of the music video is just them walking through a graveyard. He's like, "Hey, I got a big fat bowl."
I'm not like other boys.
I'm not like other boys. I got a big fat bowl over here. It's a real big fatty.
You want to chariot, baby?
Baby, I'll let you. I got some resin on that shit.
I'm not like other boys. I like to use a one-hitter.
And then the moon comes out. He's like, "Run away!" And then he like crumples down, but he comes up just as Rastafarian. He has like big dreads.
Too
and the
fucking graph
hat.
on, baby.
Get away. Get away, man. Bro.
You gotta take me to this chair, man.
If I start calling you bro, make sure you start running.
But in this bit, he's still like is a pedophile, right?
Oh no! He's on a
yeah,
date
yeah.
with a little boy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's a stoner pedophile.
Yeah, he's a star. He's like, dude, there's only two things I love: fucking gravity bongs and 12-year-old Ash.
Don't tell your mom that I let you do this. But you want to hit this?
Dude, you ever like a Friday night, you get a big fat bong rip and you just start eating a kid's ass, man. And that's like that's what I call fucking, you play Skrillex and you eat a freaking kid's ass with a fat bowl going through your system, dude.
Yep. Reckon I got.
Fucking sling blade again.
Reckon I got to kill Michael Jackson at Everland Ranch with a sling blade.
Yep, I'm a pedophile.
I gotta stop Michael Jackson from hurting them kids.
Yep, I'm Sling Blade, and they left the True Detective on while my mom was away at the hospital. So now I'm a pedophile hunter. Reckon.
You're just a boy.
Yeah.
Good thing, too. Not a fan of adults.
I can still separate the art from the artist, though. Still some pretty good records.
PYT, great job.
This is me, Jesse Ventura, calling in
Damn it,
again.
Kevin.
I just wanted to say, what's wrong with giving a hug? What's wrong with loving a child? I'm basically a child myself.
No, we won't tolerate any of that bull crap on InfoWars, Jesse.
By the time I was 5 years old, I was choke slamming 3 days out of the week.
Hey, it's me, Bernie Sanders. I'm also in this bit.
Bernie Sanders, it's good to have you here on InfoWars.
Thanks for having me, Alex.
Tell the people, are you a Russian op?
I am a Russian bot. I am the top 1% of the 1% of the people trying to destroy America.
Hi, it's me, Jesse Ventura, again. Just want to say, what's wrong with sharing your bed? What's your problem with sharing your bed with someone
hang
you
up
care
the phone.
about?
Darlene, hang up that phone.
Alex?
I don't want a pedophile on the line.
Alex?
Don't pick up the phone again.
Here's the thing: the top 1%. No, I can't fucking. I was doing like Bernie and Obama. Damn it. I love Alex Jones.
Oh, this is me, Jordan Peterson. How do you expect to eat out a kid's ass while he's staring at cut out a Peter Pan if you haven't even made your bed in the morning? Mm-hmm. A kid's going to walk in right away. No, this guy's got no priorities,
The top 1% of the top 1% of the top 1% of my penis is still 1 inch long. And I use it to molest kids, Alex.
Well, why is everybody on this show a goddamn pedophile? Now, I know this is a family program. Excuse me.
I'm sorry.
Excuse me. Hillary Clinton is sending all these candidates and all these TV personalities in my studio to defend pedophilia, and I won't fucking have it.
I was really hoping
You try to
today-
fuck with America, you're going to lose. That's just the way it is.
I was hoping today when he was calling you Ed McMahon that every time he said something crazy, he would go, "Yes, sir, that is correct.
You are correct. Yeah, Hillary is eating children on St. James Island.
You are correct, sir. Yeah, that's good shit.
Oh, man. I like doing bits.
Yeah, any other impressions we can jam in there real quick? What, Ray Romano?
Yeah.
Hi, Deborah. Stop molesting kids.
All right.
Raymond.
Hey, it's me, a made-up character I made up. Hey, look, it's me. I'm the made-up guy. I made up a character. Look, it's me. Hey, it's me.
Everybody loves gay men.
Everybody loves gay men. Raymond.
Gay men.
Yeah, that's good shit, dude.
And
What, honey?
he's at the Pulse nightclub in Orlando. Brad Garrett is at the Pulse nightclub in Orlando.
Have you guys heard?
Gaming.
Gaming. Everybody loves gaming. He's 6'10". Yeah.
What is? You think Brad Garrett? You think he's into some sick shit?
I mean, honestly, man, maybe a little bit. But I don't think he's a pedophile. I think he's into like getting like a hooker to like hit him with a belt or something.
Yeah, he looks a little slick, and he looks like he carries a briefcase everywhere he goes, and it has a lock on it.
Tell me I'm short.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
He's got a lock on his briefcase when he checks into a
100%.
hotel.
He just has one dildo in it.
But it's like it weighs like 14 pounds.
Right.
You shake it up. You can hear the dildo wobbling around inside. What is that?
That would be funny.
What, you got a gold brick in here?
Right. The idea of like a businessman running to catch a train that's taking off, and he's like got his briefcase, and it opens up, and just like 85 dildos fall out of it onto like the subway platform.
Oh no! What a Monday!
Could this day get any worse?
Do the dildos stop the subway train? Like
Yeah.
it derails
Then
it?
they do rail, and he's like, "Whoop." And then he just like slowly inches out of frame.
Has this ever happened to you?
So it goes to the Supreme Court, and they decide if they try to imprison this guy for killing thousands of people on the train, that it's technically like a hate crime to prosecute him because he's gay.
Huh?
Jason's looking at you like a dog looks at somebody who's like whistling.
Because if he's gay, then he can't be accused of the crime.
I'm looking at Ben like a dog looking at a guy who just farted, like really close to him.
Dude, do you think anyone has been beaten to death with a dildo?
100%.
I mean, 2 questions in a row, Ben. Just solid gold.
Solid gold.
Solid gold.
First of all, do you think you could kill someone with a dildo?
I 100%
Yes.
could. Yeah.
Really?
What type of
Jace
dildo are we
could.
talking?
Any
I
kind.
could. Jace could. It's more about the mentality.
Like a small vibrating dildo? Probably no. I mean, I could hold them down and push their eyes in with the dildo.
We could beat him to death.
Yeah, I could probably do that. But like a
You could stick
big,
it in their ass.
like what big? I wouldn't fucking do that, man.
Stop, dude. That's
Stop.
too fucking far,
Dude,
Ben.
that's fucking sick, man.
Too far.
That would like kill someone if you stuck a dildo in their ass,
Esposito.
right? Wouldn't that kill them?
Yep, that's right.
If you shoved the dildo in and out of their ass,
All
and
right.
then took it out, and it was like a little wider, and then you could stick your penis in it
Okay.
Yeah, that would kill them,
a
man.
bunch of times.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, there's this guy I really hate. I want to kill. I'm gonna go do that to him after this.
I just want to kill that guy.
You're psychotic.
But like, yeah, one of those like big, cartoon dildos you see on the news. I almost said.
Yeah, I guess you could like engineer.
I meant to say like on like a sketch show or something.
We have to stop
No,
talking about dildos and fucking in the ass.
well, I
That's
guess
the theme of this podcast.
it really isn't.
yeah, getting brain jail.
butt jail.
Yeah, getting brained.
Butt jail.
But like, okay, so if you waited for him to be hiking, like in Griffith Park, you could have.
This imaginary guy I'm trying to kill.
From tree to tree, you could engineer some sort of slingshot mechanism and wait for him to run around the corner. And
Are you gay, Wile E.
And
Coyote?
you could put a dildo in the middle of the slingshot and bend it way back.
Okay.
And then just hit him right in the asshole.
Okay, you win the debate. Yes, I could do that.
That
Yeah.
would kill him though.
Right.
You could.
That's you going on that rant, and then it just reveals it goes wide, and you're at the presidential debate.
Yeah.
Sir, you are 8 minutes over time.
You could, you could fix the, the drought, the water problem or world poverty, or you could shoot a guy in the ass with a dildo.
I'm down.
Yeah. Kim Bones cheering after you speak.
Yeah. I'm a hired gun, dude. If they want me to kill someone with a dildo, I'll do it. I'm a fucking deep state assassin, and I have over 300 confirmed kills.
With a dildo.
Only with a dildo.
Right. They call him the gay sniper of Alcatraz. The man who killed over 300 Israeli officers with a dildo.
You find out some guy in World War II who has like 500 confirmed kills.
Yeah.
Turns out he just had AIDS.
Well, that was the original. That was the original version of Shawshank Redemption. Was he just gets a dildo in prison and then carves his way through the wall with that?
yeah, it was given to him by Boggs.
Yeah, that's right. By the sisters. Yeah. Hey, Andy Dufresne, we want to rape you because we're gay. It's the 40s. Boy, gee willikers, I sure hope I don't get raped by the sisters in jail. Not in Shawshank, I tell you.
I love that that like even in the 40s there was only like one gay guy in prison.
Right.
Like that's how homophobic people were.
Right.
No, there was 3.
There were 3. That's true. The sisters.
Yeah, the sisters. Well, the 2 sisters weren't gay. They just really liked that guy. He was just very charismatic.
That man, but sure ain't for me.
Yeah, I tell you, I'll hold him down and I'll turn my head and you just start fucking. You just start fucking him.
I'm more interested in the power of the situation.
That's how I get off, is in destroying people's lives.
Truth be told, can't get an erection. Haven't had one for 12 years. I just get off on holding power over men's heads.
Two things happened that day. Andy Dufresne never had gay sex again. And Boggs.
What are you, Sam Elliott?
Yeah, I'm Sam Elliott. Hey, it's me, Sam Elliott. Cool like the Rockies. That's how I like my glass
When I was
dildos.
rotting in jail, there's nothing better than a hot cock up your ass.
Andy Dufresne was a tall drink of water with a silver spoon up his ass. Little did he know there was about to be a dildo up there, too.
Shoving the spoon deeper inside Andy's prolapse rectum.
When you walk out into the yard, you want to punch the biggest guy right in the face.
Yeah.
And then fuck him in the ass if you can.
Yeah, I'd like to tell you that Andy fought off the sisters that day. I'd like to tell you that Andy didn't suck off Boggs. I'd like to tell you that Andy didn't get fucked in the ass. I'd like to tell you that Andy wasn't a power bottom, working back and forth. But prison is no non-gay fairy tale.
That was the longest dick of Andy's life.
almost a quarter mile, the size of 5 football fields.
All right, enough
Andy
about
Dufresne
fucking dicks and shit.
Crawled through a mile of cum that day.
Is he playing like gay porn over the speakers?
Jesus Christ. No. He's not.
He's just playing Cher.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
playing Believe
He's
by Cher.
He's playing Dancing Queen by
ABBA?
He's listening to the Mamma Mia soundtrack. Here I go again. My, coming through the cum pipes.
What's the Channing Tatum movie where he's gay?
Step Up 2.
I don't know.
Oh,
Can we
Magic
stop?
Magic Mike?
Oh,
Can
yeah,
we-
Magic
can-
Mike.
Seriously, can we seriously stop talking about
They're
gay
watching Magic Mike in the movie
all
theater.
fucking day.
This is the part where he does the thing with his ass. Yeah.
Woo! Oh, Jason, the poster he has on the wall is just the image of Goatsy.
Right, that's right.
That he rips off to go through
sorry,
the-
Kevin, we'll stop
It's
now.
Goatsy.
It's Goatsy.
He sticks his finger through the Goatsy hole.
Goatsy hole and then tears it off the wall.
What's Goatsy again?
It's the guy bending over and spreading his ass. Remember that thing? It used to be a prank on the internet back in the early 2000s.
Oh, yeah,
We'd be like,
yeah,
dude,
yeah.
check out this website. And then it would just go to Goatsy.
Oh, yeah, a guy who was butthole.
Yeah.
Yeah, Blue Waffle's one of them too.
Lemon Party. You know about Lemon Party, right?
I'm aware.
Right.
I'm aware. I didn't produce that video, though. I'll tell you that much.
Never get high on your own
You
supply.
were holding
No.
the boom mic just off into the
Sweating.
arm shaking.
Horrible BO. Sorry about the BO, guys. Ran out of deodorant yesterday. Forgot to go to the store.
There's a fucking GIF I found online one time. That's where I found my GIFs. But it was of I don't know what it was from, but it was a guy after a porn shoot, like on that black leather couch, you know, from the like the audition porn type stuff.
Sure.
And it was a guy who was in you love this. He was in a Rascal Scooter. He was one of the techs, and he's just wiping down the couch with one of those extenders old people use to get tall things
Fuck
off
yeah,
of
dude.
shelves.
Equal opportunity
and
employment.
he's holding a rag and he's just wiping off the black leather sofa.
Dude, say what you
Somebody's
want about
gotta
the say what you want about the porn industry. They don't discriminate against any size, shape, race, gender, or age.
Yeah, because there's money in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I will say it's a very inclusive business.
Yeah, they got the ADA stuff down.
Yeah.
There's always handrails on
Yeah.
the beds.
The AVN Awards had
the
a female
gangbangs.
director nominated. Yeah,
That's
this
right.
year.
There, just real quick question: is there going to be a handicap accessible ramp for the gangbang tonight?
Is there going to be tiny parking for the little people we shoot in the porns? Yeah.
I live in a bubble on account of my weak immune system. Is there any way I could get some sort of dick thing that I could like shove it through the bubble and like extend out? I don't know, something.
Dude, if
I will call my lawyer if this is a problem.
Kevin, have you ever gotten
The
one of
ACL
those
goo.
big hamster balls?
I have not.
You have
Those
not?
look really cool.
Those
though.
do look awesome. I always wondered if you could jump off of a building in one of those and be fine.
You should try it out, man.
No,
You don't think so?
I think maybe
No.
if they made one specifically for that, you might be able to. I wonder.
don't think so.
I wonder if they designed one specifically for that.
Well,
Like it was
yeah.
3
Well,
times
of
bigger, and you were
course.
Yeah.
strapped in and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Like the bubbles in BoJack Horseman in the underwater season?
I think it would have to be significantly larger because like just the terminal velocity to like an
Right.
acceptable
This is the most Joe
speed.
Rogan conversation we've ever had.
You'd have to, be able to because if it's just the ball, it's only like 6 inches thick.
It's entirely
you know?
possible that they could design a bigger ball that could survive a fall off a building. Yeah.
We made it bigger.
Yeah.
You could probably
Jamie,
jump
pull that
out of
up.
a plane in the big bubble.
Some guy keeps just testing it with new people.
Yeah, like those old 1910s flying machine clips. Yeah.
Shucks. Back to the drawing board, boys. Somebody clean out the inside of the ball.
Right. Like that one guy who climbed the Eiffel Tower. Do you remember that?
Well, I mean, I don't know.
You were there.
Yeah, I mean,
No, there was a guy.
I was at
Cleaned
work.
the Eiffel Tower?
No, he climbed the Eiffel. There was a guy, like back when they were trying to discover flight, and everybody's building those cars that had wings that flapped, and they looked real dumbasses.
Yeah, people would just put on a bird's beak
Right.
and just jump off of a building.
Yeah, and grab a cocktail umbrella and jump off the Empire State Building.
Yeah, they're like, it's gonna work, people. I swear. My name is Nickleby Nicholson.
Yeah, they're just wearing they're wearing fucking oven mitts and just flapping, jumping off of
I'm just thinking about floating, and I'm going to jump off this building.
Yep.
No, there was a guy who he was French, and he thought he invented basically a hang gliding apparatus. It was like big bird's wings that he taped to his hands and like a bird's tail, and he climbed the Eiffel Tower. Like there was police all around him and stuff, but they couldn't get him, because he's on the outside of the Eiffel Tower. So there's old footage, like fucking 1910s, like the earliest footage ever. It's like the earliest live leak video. Is he climbs to the top of the Eiffel Tower and then he jumps and just plummets immediately to the ground.
Oh,
he does not
man.
fly for a second. Not a fucking second.
Did they
That's
have,
not good.
Did
Yeah.
they have please tell me they had a tiny blanket at the bottom that people were holding
Somebody
at all
actually
corners?
Yeah.
laid out a tiny glass of water for him to land in, like a cartoon. Yeah, that's good shit, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna you guys want to go jump off the Golden Gate Bridge with me?
Dude, I almost watched that documentary the other day, The Bridge.
Why? I don't know why people watch
It popped
that
up.
stuff.
You know what? It was New Year's.
Is it a suicide documentary?
Yeah, it's about,
Yeah, it's about all the people that have killed themselves.
Dude, I'm
They
telling you,
stop-
Jay, seriously, you got to start filling your mind
I
with
didn't
better
watch
shit.
it. I didn't watch it. It was.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that too.
Yeah.
and that comes from me.
I didn't fucking watch it. It's the story. No, the story of what happened was it was literally New Year's Eve, and it was before you guys got here, and I was on my YouTube, and my recommended pop up full The Bridge documentary.
Yeah.
And I had heard about it, and I was like, oh, let me check this out, and I clicked on it, and I'm 5 minutes in, I'm like, why am I ending the year like this?
Yep.
What am I doing? And then I closed the video out.
Jace makes a cartoon of himself shooting himself in the face and writing a suicide note. And we're like, Jace, I don't really like this cartoon. And
I
you're
don't
like,
think-
Jesus, what the fuck?
You're talking about that one yesterday. I don't think that's dark to me. The one you're talking about yesterday where all the blood was pouring down my face.
Oh, I was messing with you.
Oh, okay. I thought you were being serious about that. for a
Support him.
second.
Don't fuck with him.
Fucking piece of shit.
That's my role.
I'm fucking Walt Disney in the
No,
40s.
Get a thing.
You're the
Kevin.
nice
That's
guy.
my
I'm the
thing.
asshole.
I'm
that
drawing
talks shit.
I'm drawing
with the leather jacket,
right.
and
Right.
a toothpick.
Fuck yeah.
The years
Fucking nerd. Hey, where's your pencil? Fucking Poindexter.
Kevin's toothpick is sticking into the microphone right
That's
now.
right. That's right.
He talks shit.
I've been cleaning out my teeth this whole podcast.
Kevin, every time he says something, he lights a cigarette and then throws it down and stomps it out
Yeah.
and then pulls another one out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
He does
have-
that with his dick after he comes. He takes his dick off and
Stomps it.
sticks it in a cum tray and dabs it out, puts it back on.
I was thinking today, have we talked about this? Like, you know that loogie
Well,
game you used to do back
Remind me to come back. I'm going to tell you guys how I would kill myself, but go on, Jace.
Okay, you remember that? I feel like we just need to go to that because I feel like we said this on the podcast. But you know that loogie game where you'd spit and suck it back up before. it hit
Oh,
the
you're doing
ground?
that with your cum?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you got it.
And it almost hits the tubes that get girls pregnant. And it goes all the way in their pussy, and before it
You
gets to
don't-
that damn
Ben
tube.
doesn't know the name fallopian tubes.
Oh, fallopian tubes.
Sorry, Kevin. Anyway, Ben, how would you kill yourself?
Yeah, this is better.
So I read. So here's
Fucking idiots.
So okay, I read a story about this guy. He was an old man who lived on a country club. He was 55 years old, right?
Okay.
He's found shot dead, in the chest, in the middle of the golf course, and he was murdered at 6 a.m. And it's like a country club in a quiet, suburban area. It doesn't make any sense. There's no weapon found anywhere. 6 months go by. They're still trying to find out how this guy died. And the detectives started going through his Google search history and everything. Found out before he died, for like years, he was researching hot weather balloons, or not hot weather, just weather balloons.
Oh yeah.
So what they ended up finding out that he did is they ruled it as a suicide. And what he did is at like 5 a.m, he went out in the middle of the golf course and blew up a weather balloon with something in his garage, some whatever oxygen CO2 thing. He tied a handgun to it and shot himself in the chest. So when he died, he would let go of it, and the hot air balloon floated away.
And it would just land in a kid's yard somewhere.
Yeah. And then they connected it. They found the gun and the weather balloon like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of miles away.
Jesus Christ. Like they researched the weather patterns that day and found it.
See, I would do the same thing, but
it's badass though, because he didn't want to. He did it. It was such a selfless way to kill himself because he just wanted his loved ones to think he was murdered,
or to get the insurance money,
or insurance money too. You know, so it was kind of a beautiful thing.
That's pretty genius.
I'd hire somebody to murder me, and then I'd tie the weather balloon around their waist.
So when they shot you, they would just fly
away. Yeah.
And then they would just die in the stratosphere.
Yep. I'd promise them something about the afterlife or something.
So that would be a murder-suicide is what you're talking about.
Yeah, sure. You know,
if you're going to kill yourself, you're going to take out another guy.
Yeah, got to do it. You got to take out another guy. You don't want to go alone. What do you?
I would tie
take somebody out with you.
I would tie a weather balloon to a dog and let it kill me.
Yeah,
and then the dog would float off into space.
I would tie a weather balloon around a bull.
Yeah,
and then have the bull skewer me through the guts and then fly away.
Yeah, I'd do shark. That'd be mine.
Yeah, dude.
We found him in the middle of the golf course with a big shark bite on his face. Yeah.
I'd fucking kill myself by swimming in front of like a big cruise ship and letting the tip of it just split me wide open.
Yeah. Yep. That's good.
What, ass first?
Yeah, ass first. Just let it
split you down the middle of your body. Yeah. That'd be a good shit. I'd probably jump into a helicopter blade. That'd be a good way to go.
Oh, fuck yeah. How?
Head first. Like I say,
But how would you jump into it?
So
You'd have a ladder?
No. I got a whole plan. I rent 2 helicopters. And I get one helicopter to fly over the top of another helicopter. I'm like, it's for my kid's birthday. He wants to see this.
Yeah.
And I jump out of one helicopter right through, head first, swan dive, right into the blades of the other helicopter.
I would actually you could do that with one helicopter and just fly one of them upside down with the blades on reverse and just jump out into the blades.
No, that's fucking stupid. You can never do that.
I just jump into a blender.
Yeah.
Yep. Just do the work. Put the work in.
Right.
Dude, you know what I'd do? I'd stand under a fucking helicopter with a jetpack and just blitz that shit right up into the blades.
Now to get the money for my first jetpack.
And the jetpack would fucking explode, dude.
Dude, what I'm going to do is I want to study martial arts. I want to get a hit TV show in the 70s.
Okay.
And then die with a rope around my neck while jacking off in a closet.
Well, that would be a first for sure.
Yep.
Yeah. That's definitely never happened.
Wait, didn't David Carradine do that?
What?
The actor from Kill Bill?
Nope, this is a completely original idea.
Yeah. You're thinking of his brother who was in Revenge of the Nerds.
Rick Moranis?
No, not Rick Moranis.
If I wanted to kill
His
myself...
brother, like Bill Carradine or something. He was the guy from Revenge of the Nerds.
Oh, really?
And he also plays Lizzie McGuire's dad on the Lizzie McGuire TV show. He also died from jerking off with a belt around his neck.
Really?
No.
That's
It'd be
how
funny
John-
if it got both of them.
That's how John Candy died.
Got him. That's how they get you.
That's how they get you.
You know that's how John Candy died?
Yep.
On the set of The Great Outdoors?
Yeah. But he was so fat, he had to use one of those big wrestling belts that they have, like the big, thick gold ones. Yeah.
A back support. He has a huge neck.
He used a bunch of sausages.
Yeah. He was actually so fat that if he laid down, it would choke him. So he would just jerk off while laying down. And then one day he couldn't roll off the bed in time. So.
Yeah. He just jumped onto his head and the weight of his body cracked his own neck.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's how the Elephant Man died. He died they think it was suicide because the Elephant Man could never lay down because of how fucked up his stupid head was.
Yeah.
So if he laid down, it would like put pressure on his brain and kill him. So they found him one day. He became a celebrity. He became like famous.
Yeah.
And he was like a rich man because of his deformities. And they found him one day in his bed, just dead in the morning, laying down. And some people theorize he was trying to be like other people, which is sad. And some people theorize that he was trying to kill himself and he just laid down to do it.
Man.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
That's intense.
God damn.
Big dick on the guy, though.
Oh, he's the Elephant Man.
Yeah, exactly. You get it.
Dude, pick up hay with it.
You know, it'd be a great way to die too. Is just get a big fat guy to sit on you,
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah.
or Or just run you over with a rascal scooter.
Yeah, that'd be fucking awesome, dude. If like you hire a pack of rascal scooters to run you over.
Oh.
That should be the new Robot Wars.
I was
It's
thinking
guys
that-
and rascals.
I think that's the new Lion King updated for the 2020s. It's just a bunch of people in rascal scooters kill Simba's dad.
Wait, like the pack of wildebeest are
the
guys
pack
and
of
rascal scooters.
Rascal scooters just going
Yeah.
down that mountain.
Yeah,
face. Yeah.
and they're just trying to make it to Black Friday.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's exactly right, man. I do remember reading about this guy on Reddit back in the day. He's like a teenager, and how he killed. It was a cop describing. They asked like it was like an AMA. Like cops describe the most graphic thing you've ever seen.
Oh,
on
you used
the
to do
force.
this bit.
I tried to do it as a bit. It was way too dark, and it was a guy. He provided documents for it, so it seemed real.
Classified document.
Yeah, classified. He was Alex Jones. He provided like news reports and shit like that and pictures.
Yeah.
But this kid had basically, this kid had to be a genius. He was like 16. He killed himself. They found him on site. He had taken like an old like World War II helmet, and he had drilled 9 holes in the top of it. And he had put bullets. He had like basically glued them into the top of the hole, like shotgun shells.
Yeah.
And so there's 9 shotgun shells facing inwards. And then what he did from there was he attached a nail tip to the end of each shotgun shell.
Yeah.
Tied those to a wire, then all to one wire, and then he put that on a clip, and then he put the clip on a battery, and just 9 bullets at once, just like blew like his entire head off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's one way to do it.
He fucking
that
looked
guy-
like SpongeBob.
that guy grew up to be Donald Trump, folks.
Well,
That's right.
you guys know every time we talk about suicide, it's time for listener mail.
Hey, Jay, said the kid looked like SpongeBob after?
Yeah, he did, dude. He
Yeah.
fucking wrecked himself.
Did he,
He
say,
was
I'm
fine.
ready?
Yeah, he's fucking ready to die, dude.
He just held up a sign that said "ouch." So this week we got an email from Furman Chips. I'm wondering if that's Mark Furman.
I hope it's not another stand-up
Mark
question.
Furman. Is that the real name?
It's Furman Chips, so I'm
Okay.
assuming it's Mark Furman, California Highway Patrol. Hey, BJ, long-time listener. The story from a Jerusalem Post about the 300-pound ISIS leader who was too big to fit in a police car, so they carried on the back of a pickup truck. I swear to God, I'm not making this up. So shout out to Mark Furman for sending us in.
Wasn't that guy's name like Jabba Jihadi?
Yeah, I couldn't pronounce it, so I just
Yeah.
went right here.
Leader of ISIS, more like the leader of ice cream, folks.
Shifa al-Nima.
Shifa al-Nima. That was my
Shifa
mom's
al-Nima.
name.
Yeah.
Shifa al-Nima
Beautiful
Avery.
name.
Yeah.
Beautiful
How do you
name.
get fucking fat over there?
The problem is you can never get the personalized license plates at Disneyland.
Yeah. I have to get like SV,
Yeah.
HY.
It's fucked up. It's really fucked up.
So he was like an ISIS leader who just drank a lot of soda.
Yeah, that was, he drank.
Yeah.
Was he a gamer?
He was a gamer. They found him dead with his headset on.
He's on my 600-pound live. He's like,
Someday I'm gonna blow up a wedding. Or I'm gonna drop this weight and then I'm gonna get my virgins.
Dude, he's just like dude, if I was in ISIS, I would get fucking fat as shit so they couldn't put a bomb vest on me too.
Well, they tried to put a bomb vest on him, but he went into.
You could just also just not be in ISIS.
Well, if you have to be in ISIS,
Right.
or they'll
If
kill
you're-
you.
like you're
just get
yeah.
so fat
Yeah.
they can't put the vest
like
on
your dad
I
was.
get it.
Your dad was in ISIS, and everybody expects you to join. You know.
that was actually on one of the rape prevention videos I watched, where they're like, if you're about to be raped, just gain 300 pounds.
They're like,
You're
well,
Dice Clay now.
Yeah.
like, because technically, if he's that fat, he would absorb the explosion. Also.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
He tried to suicide bomb, but it just blew up like a big cartoon and then went back in. Yeah.
Or maybe he's trying to get so fat he explodes, which would be the perfect fucking crime. They wouldn't even know if he was a terrorist or not.
He at his funeral, they're like, he inconvenienced 12 people at the mall today when he had a heart attack, and they weren't able to shop for about 45 minutes.
Right. Instead of
We're taking down the regime.
Al-Khawazi wanted to be a suicide bomber, but he was too fat, so he actually bravely volunteered to just fall on a kid at the mall and kill him. Yeah.
And
Who knows who that kid could have become?
he blew up a plane and then they don't let waffle thin mints on planes.
With the Monty Python sketch. Yeah.
Wafer thin.
Waffle thin.
Wafer thin.
Yeah.
I could have another bite. I could.
How good is that sketch?
So good.
Yeah.
It's making fun of fat people, Kevin. How fucking dare you?
No, he goes on a plane and they tell him to blow up the airplane, and he just uses the in-flight toilet.
Right.
And he he shits so much that it crashes the plane.
What is the deal with these terrorists? They want to blow up planes, folks. The only thing I want to blow up is a blow up doll. Damn it, that didn't really.
They want to blow up as a doll. Yeah.
They want to blow up a plane. I want to blow up a doll, folks.
folks.
I'm so horny I couldn't even commit a crime.
Except unless it was rape.
Yeah, my dad was in ISIS. He used to blow up the bathroom every morning. Hey, folks, let me tell you.
I asked my dad where I should go for college. He said ISIS. I tell you, folks, I get no respect. No
Gee,
respect.
there's
No,
no
but there's a lot of problems in the Middle East, folks.
My parents are fighting like the Shiites and the Muslims.
What is this Israeli Rodney?
Yeah.
I tell you, folks, I get no jihad. No jihad at all.
Yeah, I get no virgins in heaven. No virgins at all. I mean,
Yeah, they told me I get 72 virgins. It was a bunch of Star Wars nerds. Folks, I tell you, I get no jihad. No jihad at all.
guy shows me a picture of a pillowcase. I said, what are you doing with that picture of my wife?
Yeah, I was so ugly. The doctor put me in a burqa. I tell you, folks, I get no jihad. No jihad at all.
Come down to Burqa King.
Yeah. I tell you, the reason they built the wall is because I wanted to visit Pakistan. I get no jihad, folks.
No jihad.
They want to let me in.
The doctor told me that my mom moved to Iran. What really happened is I ran away from me because I was so ugly.
Jesus Christ. I tell you what, I tried to fuck a goat. The goat said no thanks. I tell you, folks, no jihad. No jihad at all.
I got no sex life. No sex life at all. Let me tell you. I tried to fuck my wife. She ran away the other day. I was trying to do a clitorectomy on my wife the other day. She runs into the house, calls me a faggot.
I said, baby, you can't drive anymore.
They turned me down
No
to be a...
respect.
So this is ISIS Dangerfield?
Yeah, ISIS Dangerfield. That's right.
Wife told me she wants to show people her neck.
Yeah, I tried to... I was an artsy kid. My dad told me to draw a picture of the Prophet Muhammad, folks. Tell you, I had no respect. No jihad at all, folks.
Took me a minute on that.
Yeah.
I went to do a bombing the other day. The car won't start. Every time I need a car to start
Yeah.
for a bombing, it won't do it. I took
It's
it
like a woman.
He took it to the mechanic.
Take it to a mechanic. I said, I got a bombing tonight. He says, you ain't bombing with this car tonight.
I tried to be a suicide bomber. They said no thanks. Tell you, I get no jihad.
Okay.
No jihad, folks.
I went to ISIS. I tried to be a suicide bomber. They wouldn't hire me for that. Folks,
What?
We are 25% away from a decent bit with this.
Wait, hold on.
We are so close.
Hold on. I tried to sign up to be a suicide bomber. They said, hey, buddy, you can kill yourself, but we don't want you in our club.
Hey.
Does that make sense?
Kind of.
Hey, I tell you, folks.
They wouldn't even let me do 9/11. I had to do 9/10.
Yeah, I tell you, folks, I'm not a punctual man. I showed up on 9/12. I said, where is everybody?
I flew the plane into the air.
Yeah, that reminds me of that.
He hijacks the plane and he realizes they've already done it.
Right.
And he just swoops where the air was.
What happened? I thought there were supposed to be two buildings.
Am I in heaven? 72 virgins, folks. I just want 72 brain cells at this point.
Hey, I tell you, folks.
Well, holy smokes. Where are we at time-wise, pal?
20 minutes.
Hour 13.
An hour and 13 minutes.
We got some
Oh,
bits.
we got plenty.
We
of
got
time.
bits in us. Yeah, come on.
So, Jace, how's your...
Come on.
Come on, man. Don't be asking how I be fucking.
You guys suck.
Can we talk about
You
InfoWars
guys
a little bit
fucking
more?
Suck.
I haven't been fucking, actually. I've been taking a fucking break.
Yeah, he's taking
You
a
literally-
fucking
Yeah,
break.
I'm actually taking a leave of absence from fucking.
Good.
I got dishonorably discharged from fucking.
Jason's spending a couple months to clean his dick.
Yeah.
Global warming starts to reverse.
Yeah, I fuck so fast that it heats up the earth.
Yeah,
It melts the ice
The
caps.
lady's pussy is glowing like it's
Uh-huh.
molten steel.
Jason's
I've never felt this way before.
Jace fucking titty fucks the ice caps.
Yeah, that's
and
right,
melts them.
bitch. That's right, bitch. Yeah.
It's the only thing he can fit into.
They should have had me on the fucking Titanic, bitch. I would have fucked that iceberg. It's me, Ice-T.
Hey, it's me, Ice-T.
Hey, how's it going?
All right, so InfoWars.
Oh, I was gonna say it just goes to show you that like people, like so many people actually know me out here that they can. It's like, yeah, you can put this shit in context. Like, I'm not an alt-right piece of shit just because I go on this show.
Right.
It's
It's
clearly
because
just
of the things you post online.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this podcast is proof of that.
It's not because of the show. It's because every other
Well,
facet
people
of
are
your life.
like, people immediately like, oh, this is just funny. It's just funny. It's like the idea of going on it's funny.
I'm telling you, I think also a large part of Hollywood is just like, if you are seeming to be successful, people don't give a shit.
Right.
They'll hop on
I mean-
whatever until everybody decides, fuck you.
You know, all these big agencies, they represent Jordan Peterson, Sam Harris, Ben Shapiro.
Yeah.
Like, they don't, you guys know they don't care about the political spectrum whatsoever.
Oh, no, of course. We've talked about that many
Yeah.
times. Yeah. Hollywood is a godless place.
Yeah, they don't care.
Yeah. Nobody gives a shit.
And you're not going to govern it from the bottom. It's just not going to fucking
It
happen.
is like that Ricky Gervais bit. Like, if it was like, if it was popular to be a Nazi right now, fucking Brie Olson would be goose stepping down the streets of Hollywood.
Was that a joke he did?
No, I'm just saying he did a joke where he talked about, he's like, Apple has a new TV show. He goes, it's about respect in journalism, something they know nothing about because they operate sweatshops where people kill themselves.
Yeah.
And he goes, I swear to God, you guys are working for Apple, you're working for Amazon. If ISIS started a streaming service, you call your agent tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, no, boo. He's like, you're the fucking,
You're the ones.
He did an Epstein bit. Did you watch it?
No.
It was really good, actually. He did a bit about Epstein killing himself, and he goes. They started booing. He goes, "Oh, I'm sorry. I know he was your friend. Shut up."
Yeah.
And they were like, he's like, "I get it. You have to book your own plane travel." And then they groaned some more. He's like, "He's your friend, not mine. Shut the fuck up."
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
I love Ricky Gervais.
He's great. Yeah.
Yeah, I really love him on the award shows.
Except when he's being super atheist, then he's a little annoying. But other than that,
Yeah, but you're going to, I mean, everyone's got a blind spot.
sure.
I mean, not me, though.
Yeah, you're great.
I'm going to go on InfoWars next week again.
That's right.
Okay, I will say people do think it's funny, but then if I started going on InfoWars all the time, people would be like, okay.
Yeah, no, it's like that's what I'm saying. It's like a one-time thing. You don't
Yeah.
want to be the repeat. You don't want to be the Charles
Yeah.
Grodin of InfoWars.
A lot of political
Why not?
candidates have like one photo with Jeffrey Epstein. It's like, that's fine.
right.
You
Just
can't have
one.
5,000.
Unless you're Bill Clinton.
Yep.
And then you can.
Did you see a picture of Chris Tucker on the Epstein plane?
The actual Chris Tucker from Rush Hour. That's so funny.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah. Anyway.
I'm trying to think of a line from Rush Hour.
Yeah. You understand
can't.
the dicks that are coming out of my
Yeah,
ass?
there we go.
Yeah,
There we go. Yeah.
That's good. Fuck, that's good.
I can't understand these underage minors coming off of this plane. Come on, man.
I am sick.
I'm gonna get you fucked.
Ladies and gentlemen, what if Samuel L. Jackson was on that plane? I think it'd go a little something like this. I'm tired of all these motherfucking kids on this motherfucking sex plane.
Oh, I thought he was going to say pedophiles.
Yeah, okay, well, there you go.
But
Yeah, cheers, round of applause.
Or maybe-
See, you get on the plane. The idea of somebody being on the plane and like taking a stand.
Right.
I wish.
Guys, come on. And then you just get thrown out of the plane.
This is gross.
Right.
They're like, boo.
Yeah.
Stop ruining our good time, man. I made all this money so I could get this plane so I could fuck these kids.
all
look,
right.
guys.
Let
That's
him
all I've
do
ever
it.
wanted. You guys.
I come out before an angry crowd of people as the Lolita Express is like landing on a runway. I'm like, guys, he worked really, really hard to make all this money and buy this plane. Let him do it. Hey, guys.
Whose island do
hey,
I got to buy to fuck a kid around?
Hey, angry mob. Could we chill out just like a little bit and see it from another perspective?
Have a little empathy, please. This guy, seriously, he's a nice guy. He's so hardworking. Did any of you pay for hors d'oeuvres on the plane? Any of you? I didn't think
I think the real problem here is capitalism.
Yes. Look, here's a
This
man.
wouldn't happen in a socialist society.
You asked me about Epstein. I'm like, guys, it's just hate the sin, not the sinner,
Lord,
Hate
we want to pray for
pedophilia.
We can all
Jeff
be
here.
pedophiles and just hate that we are doing it, but not hate ourselves.
Jeffrey Epstein in a Bible study small group. Like,
Right.
any prayer requests?
Oh, he's in youth group?
Yeah, Jeff. What's up? Yeah, I still I slipped up this week again, and I recruited about 17 9 to 15-year-old girls to join me on a plane. And
All right, Jeffrey, that's enough. You don't have to keep going on.
No. I need to get this out.
Well, we'll just pray for you. You don't have to.
I appreciate it. I just it's really the devil's behind every bush. It really is.
All right, let's pray over Jeffrey. He doesn't need to keep.
Let him finish. Damn it!
Look, I was down by the junior high the other day, and it's just like
go a little slower.
Jeff, you do know Dave's a cop, right?
Well, look.
No. I want to hear the rest of this. Keep going. How many minors?
Look, I was down by the junior high. I was in my ice cream truck.
Yeah.
And, it's like Satan just keeps putting these kids. They run after me.
All right, let's pray for Jeff.
Hey,
let's pray for Jeff.
Shut the fuck up. I'm trying to listen to Jeffrey Epstein in goddamn motherfucking church.
Is everybody in this group a pedophile?
Yes, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yes, sir.
Lord, we want to just lift up our brother Jeffrey to you today and just ask that you would intercede on his disgusting
Yes, Lord.
proclivities.
Please help Jeff to stop trafficking human beings.
Now, Lord, that I was a pedophile for the last 39 out of the 42 years of my life before I started this church. And, if I'm not
he was running a sex trafficking ring.
Hey, look, the blood of Jesus covers all sinners.
Mm-hmm. First stone, brothers. First stone.
If Jeffrey Epstein had repented in that cell, he would have gone to heaven.
Yeah.
I know that to be a fact.
Dear
if they
Lord-
would have baptized him.
Dear Lord, we just pray that you would, much like Jesus turned water into wine, we pray that you turn Jeffrey's hard drives of child pornography into flash drives of Kirk Cameron's The Left Behind series.
Amen, brother.
Amen, Lord.
Amen. Gay man.
Gay man.
Lord, we want to lay hands on our brother Jeffrey tonight and just ask that you would take away this desire to drive around in his ice cream truck in front of the grade school.
And God, we want you to look on him with favor and see it from a different perspective. For one, he's not a homosexual, so he's got that going for
Dear
him.
Lord-
He's on the straight and narrow when it comes to that. He just likes them a little bit young, Lord.
Dear Lord, if you could just stop making these kids so darn hard, Lord, we really would appreciate it. Stop making fuckable kids.
Lord, you understand, you give grace to all. We've all been there, one moment you're walking by the junior high with a handful of candy. The next minute, you're, recruiting some of those girls to recruit some younger girls, and then, before you know it, shucks, just how it is, something innocent like recruiting a bunch of girls. And then before you know it, you're slaving them out, before. And
making some pretty good money while you're doing
it's
it.
a slippery,
real good
and
it's
get
a
some
slippery-
blackmail on the side so you can kind of control things politically.
Before you know it, you're supplying all of the major government leaders with
People in the CIA,
child brides.
the FBI, every branch of government,
Yeah.
all the way up to the president, Lord.
And the next thing you see, you got Bill Clinton shoving his saxophone up the cooch of some 12-year-old from Korea. And
She's never even seen a saxophone. She's horrified.
She thinks it's some type of alien sex toy.
Jeff, you ever think about getting into golf? Maybe. I don't know, just something to take your mind off.
All
these
right,
kids.
everybody in the youth group, stop jacking off while we pray for Jeffrey.
Yeah, that's good shit. Do we ever tell you about? I think I've told you.
Little St. James. You don't know what
Little St. James going to fuck some gay kids. I was about to start a story, but I've told it on the podcast.
Oh, yeah. No, I do that all the time.
Yeah.
Who can be free from the burden of pedophilia? There's power in the blood.
Power in my dick.
Power in my
Who
ass.
can say where the plane goes?
Is this Enya?
That's your Christian music.
Yeah. And it's only time, but it's about the time of them until they're of legal age.
Yeah.
Fuck a kid. Fuck a kid. Fuck a kid.
Who can say what consent is when you're underage? Only the law.
As the child eats his chicken nuggets, I beat off watching him. This island's not my home. I'm just a passing through. My 8-year-old's laid up somewhere where I can goo.
To your marvelous plane, I'm running. Fantastic Island, here I come.
You suck me off so I can fuck a child. You suck me off on Little St. James
It's
Island.
international waters, bitch. You can't do shit.
I won't get arrested.
I
as
can't get
am-
hard unless she's underage. You suck me off, and then I came.
You are dismissed. Oh man, that's great.
Amazing ass, how sweet the smell.
That made me cream my jeans.
I once wasn't a pedophile, but now I'm definitely a pedophile. And I gotta say, it kicks a lot of ass.
Don't tell anyone or I'll kill your whole family.
I'll blackmail your ass, you piece of shit.
This is the worst thing.
Some glad morning when I'm on that owl, I'll fuck a kid to a land on international waters.
St. James.
I'll fuck a kid, fuck a kid.
Lolita, fuck a kid.
I'm a gay guy. Fuck a kid. In the morning, when I fuck a kid, I'll make him scream and yell.
When it's against the law, hallelujah for international waters.
Oh man, I feel bad about that last line I did.
Yeah, that's not great.
I feel bad about the whole thing. All the episodes
Man,
we've done.
I actually feel bad about this bit.
What, mixing worship songs and pedophiles?
Oh man,
I feel like it's right up your alley.
the house of pedophiles.
Yeah, the house that pedophiles built.
You know, supposedly Jesus was a pedophile,
All right.
and so was God,
Well,
and so was the Holy Spirit.
God, the Holy Spirit definitely was. Because
pedophile?
because Mary was probably only 12 or 13 at
That's
the
true.
time.
Yeah, for the time period. For
Oh,
sure.
really?
Yeah.
She was like 13 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was she hot?
I mean,
She was your babe.
Hey, it's me, Jesse Ventura. Want to weigh in on the hotness of Mary Magdalene?
That's your
Mary,
version
the
of
mother of God. Apologies.
That's your version of the Da Vinci Code. It's just like Mary was so fucking hot. She was so. Have you seen Jerry Springer's 17-year-old girlfriend? It was like 2 times the size of her titties.
reading the Christmas story.
And even though Joseph was hitting the back walls, the child actually wasn't his at all. She had been gotten pregnant at the age of 11 and a half by God himself.
Joseph was getting really into cuck porn, and he figured, what is the ultimate cuck situation?
Might as well have the creators of the heavens and the earth bone down with my bride-to-be.
You know, that's a theory too. A lot of people, like, it's that hack comedian bit where they're like, oh yeah, Mary said God told her to make her pregnant.
Yeah.
You know, like, what if it was just some creepy old guy who told her he was God and then fucked her? That was his way of getting away with it.
I like to think of God as a creepy old dude.
Yeah, creepy old dude.
I mean, think of all the sadistic shit he lets go on in the world.
Yeah.
dude, don't
Like
even
earthquakes and genocide.
do not get me
and
fucking
pedophilia.
started.
Yeah.
Dude. Yeah.
Yeah,
That is really fucked up, though.
yeah. I am wearing a flying spaghetti monster shirt right now.
For sure.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, you believe in God? That's cool. I believe in the flying spaghetti monster.
Oh, you're hip, dude.
Dude,
You're fucking hip as shit, bro.
you're Christian. That's cool. Not.
Damn, dude. You fucking roasted belief.
Yeah, Jesus died for our sins. Psych.
You know what you know what I fucking say to atheists though, if I ever encounter one?
Yeah, what do you say to him?
I say I hope when you die that worms eat your flesh.
Yeah.
And those nutrients are used to make a tree. And then the tree grows up and they cut down the tree and they turn it into paper and then they print the Bible on that shit.
Fuck yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
I
God
was
his ass.
Super finger, bitch.
Sufi.
That's a Dane Cook bit. Right?
Yeah.
I was on. So I follow Joe Rogan motivational quotes Instagram
Oh,
page.
I didn't recognize it because you didn't spit water up in the air.
He does that?
He does in his first special.
So yeah, in his comedy
He's
presents.
hilarious. He's fantastic.
Dane, how about Dane
Love me
Cook?
some DC.
Dane Cook.
Love the Sufi. I've got it on my Jeep.
I did love him back in the day. Like that first album was really funny. Like the
Yeah.
pickles bit and shit. That was funny.
I don't.
And the pickles.
I've always been really hip and with the cutting edge technology of comedy. So
yeah,
I
you
mean-
were at Rafifi in 2001. Yeah,
100%, dude. Dane Cook was too commercial for me.
I love the idea of Dane
He
Cook.
wanted to be famous.
Mm-hmm.
Like Dane Cook, he's just pacing the stage, in a very masculine, like heteronormative way.
Right.
But he's talking about letting people fuck his wife.
well, you have to do the impression now.
Well, I don't even, dude. I haven't heard Dane Cook in so long.
Yeah, I can do the impression, but it's so high energy, I can't do it on this podcast.
You have to be like running around the room doing it.
It's a real high energy bit, and I don't want
The
to
guy came in
fail
and he
with it.
fucked my wife. He fucked her. He fucked her. He walked in. He grabbed the door. He walks in. He goes, "Hey, bitch, what's up?" It's like, and he starts fucking her. He's fucking her right there. He takes his dick out and he fucks her with his dick. He pulls his dick out of his pants. Zip.
Wait, this is Michael Winslow now?
yeah. I just that's the style. Him and which is this is not a criticism. Him and what's his face?
Michael Winslow.
No. The style of just going. I open a can. I open it up. I pulled it out. I open it up. I took
Right.
my can opener out. I popped it in. Pop it in. Open
Yeah.
it up.
It's open now.
I'm twisting it.
Right.
I'm twisting it.
It was closed,
I'm
now it
twisting
is open.
The fresh smell of beans are coming into my nose. And I'm twisting, and then I plop it out right onto the plate. You know what I mean? Let's plop it out there. Just bowl of beans.
It's
Right
Seinfeld now.
there. You ever see this? Yeah, it's a bowl of beans. No, we're not calling it a bowl of beans when it's a bean of bowls. You know what I mean?
I wanted to fuck my wife.
Well, come on, jeez Louise. There I was, fucking my wife.
Kramer, you need to fuck my wife.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, Jay. I'm gonna fuck her good. Giddy up.
I found this chick. She collects Beanie Babies, George. Beanie Babies. I'm gonna go over there. I'm gonna fuck her. Saw all the Beanie Babies.
Oh, yeah.
He's gonna hit her back walls. Gonna hit her back walls.
She collects Beanie Babies, George. She collects Beanie Babies.
I feel like that would just be a plot line in
Right,
Seinfeld
yeah.
that he's obsessed with Beanie
By
Babies.
the way, this might be the
Or maybe he's a pedophile.
This
That's what they
episode-
find out.
Right.
this is going in the most difficult to follow podcast that's ever been made.
We were doing a bit one time. I don't know if this will translate, but it was so funny to me in the moment. Me and a group of friends were having like a 5-hour argument
Yeah.
about whether or not a man could have a dumper for an ass.
That's
what
true.
What a great use of time.
It was back in the open mic days. You know, you had a lot of time to kill.
A man can have a dumper for sure. I've seen it.
No. He can't have a dumper because here's the thing. Specifically,
I
a
said he
dumper-
can.
Oh, he can't.
Why?
Because specifically, I've laid this out. I was on the no dumper side.
But dumpers take shits, right?
No. A dumper specifically
Take dumps.
is a fat ass that is also not saggy.
I'm
and a man
listening.
can't have a huge fat ass that is firm and tight and juicy like a woman's ass.
Oh,
can
I
be.
disagree,
I have
sir.
definitely seen that.
Have you-
No.
Hey, just look at the boys from Me, Myself, and Irene. Those guys got some real.
That's I can't.
Real
I can't
dumper.
Dude,
pull it.
a
I'm
lot of
sorry.
child actors grow up to have dumpers. They do. All the little rascals, if you look at pictures of them now, they have big fat asses.
No, but here's the thing: is the man can't also be a big guy. You know what I mean? Like a 300-pound like big guy could have a dumper theoretically.
Yeah.
because he could just be muscular and fat, but it has to be a thin man with a dumper of an ass, and it's not possible. It's not possible at all.
I
What if
mean,
they get
at the
ass
end of the
implants?
day, though, Jace, it's like his dumper, not a dumper. I mean, we're
Yeah.
all part of the same universe. You know what I mean? The particles from his dumper is going to be in your
So
dumper.
the argument eventually got to we were trying to find.
Can you have a turd cutter? Can a man
You
have
can
a
have a
turd
turd cutter for
Hell
sure.
Yeah.
We were trying to find man with a dumper online, and then finally somebody pulled one up where it was a guy in an interview, like a news article, it was like man with great woman's ass, and we were looking at it, and I was like, "Fuck, that is a dumper." I'm sorry, I was wrong. Like it was a long apology,
Yeah.
and then we
Good.
kept playing the interview. I was like, "I guess you guys are right," and then he goes, "It is surgically altered," and I screamed, "Not a dumper! No dumper!" it was just turned into a Seinfeld bit like, "No dumper!"
You know what, Jace? You're right. Like when a man has a big ass like that, it kind of looks like a duck's ass. Like it looks like the way
Jesus Christ.
it looks like the way a
From
duck
bad
walks.
to worse.
It's a Daffy dump.
A Daffy dump.
It's just like they waddle like a duck.
Right.
You know how ducks?
She had a Daffy
ducks
jump,
waddle,
Jared.
right?
Yeah.
Like that.
You know what this podcast is?
But when women-
this is how I kill myself.
When women have dumpers, they don't look like that. They don't walk like ducks.
Oh,
when
yeah?
guys have big asses, they walk like ducks. When women
Yeah.
have fat asses, they walk like goddesses.
That's true.
Yeah, they
That's
walk
right.
like heroes. Yeah. You know who my heroes are? Anybody in popular media with a big ass.
I only like Lizzo because
That's
she's
a
fat.
hero.
Oh, you think women are heroes? How many of them were first responders?
Can we can all agree that Lizzo needs to knock it off a little bit, right? She's a little over the top. at
She's
this point.
fine. She's gonna die young.
She's got.
I mean, statistically.
I mean,
yeah.
she's just gonna
It's a
keep.
bummer.
She's gonna keep shaking her big fat ass.
Yeah, I hope she
all
lives
over
forever.
the fucking place.
She writes great songs.
I love
very
her songs.
catchy.
I love her songs. But she's like
Fantastic.
she's showing up to Laker games.
Yeah.
With like her ass hanging out. There's
But
like kids around.
She's
and
doing
shit.
like beer bongs with sugar though. It's like it's ridiculous. I
Did
saw
you
her-
see there was a CBS like Sunday morning interview, like a roundtable discussion with her? It was like her, like Charlie Rose, like all those type of people, and they all had these normal chairs, and then they cut to Lizzo, and she's in a giant reinforced chair that's like double the size of their thin chairs.
there's caution tape around her.
Yeah, there's like a New York construction guy just jackhammering.
The power's lowering for some reason. It's like struggling to keep her in the chair.
She's got big juicy BBs.
Yeah.
She's got big milkies.
She got some heavy hangers.
Yeah.
Big Milkies.
Yeah, daddy likey.
Daddy
Jesus
likey.
Christ.
Make me go ba ba goo goo gaga
Fuck.
when I see Lizzo's
you.
big milky babies.
Fuck you so much.
I just want to crestle up in that bosom, crawl up in there, and be like, "Daddy likey."
I just want
I'm a little baby.
I just want to get. I
You
want
just
to.
move me over to Kevin's side of the table now.
Yeah. If I was in a situation where I was at risk for hypothermia, though, I'd want her around.
Oh yeah, because you could cut her open and then go inside her,
Like in Hoth.
like the ref in it. Yeah,
like in Star Wars.
right. Yeah,
No, I just want to. I would just use.
that's the sound Lizzo makes when you cut her open.
I would use one titty. I would use one titty to use as a blanket to cover my entire body.
Right.
And then the other titty, I would roll up a little bit and use it as a blanket, as like a pillow. You know.
Right.
Yeah.
I got you, man. I got you.
Like
I
a
got you.
sleeping bag.
Yeah.
And we both be naked because that's how
Yeah.
you get the body heat.
Sleeping fun
Hell
bag.
yeah. Hell yeah.
Sleep in those fun bags.
I'd use one nipple as a pillow,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I'd use the areolas as like a pizza tray.
Right.
Baby one is binky.
Did you know when you get like the last stages of hypothermia?
I have to
you-
piss so bad. Hold on.
Yeah, go for it. When you get the last stages, so we're going to be talking about the conflict with Iran, specifically how it relates to Jerusalem and Palestine.
Yeah.
We're immediately
It's a conflict
serious.
that'll never end, Jace.
We have like a frontline 2020 level conversation as soon as Ben's gone.
In 1976, the head of the CIA actually made a deal with. The dogs are
Great.
back.
And now Emma's here.
And the
Great
dogs are going
job.
to rip out all the cables. So what were you going to say?
Fuck, what was I going to say? God damn it.
I don't know.
In the last stages of hypothermia, you actually get incredibly hot. So usually if they find somebody frozen
Sexually?
to death. No, yeah, you get really, dude, you get so fucking, your natties.
You get so fucking hot.
Those
dude.
nipples get so fucking ice cutters, dude. Fucking ice cutters.
My last words were, "It's not polite to point, ma'am."
Dude, they actually, in the last stage of hypothermia, your dick gets bigger. A lot of people don't know that.
Hell yeah.
No, you get incredibly hot. So when they find people who have frozen to death out in the woods, they usually are naked because you kind of start to go crazy.
Yeah.
And you start to feel really hot. So you like start stripping your clothes because you're like, oh, fuck. Jesus Christ. And then you just freeze to death even quicker. And then the very last stage of hypothermia, right before death, is described as people who have like survived it.
Yeah.
It's described as like euphoric, like a heroin-like euphoria.
Yeah.
And being surrounded by like a warm, like loving blanket.
Yeah,
Like
it's
some DMT shit.
Yeah, it's that the penile gland, bro. It's
Yeah.
the penis gland.
That is interesting to think about. Like, you know how like your body releases DMT when you die?
Yeah.
Like, do you think perpetually, and I am Joe Rogan.
My body releases DMX when I die.
You're like slipping off into consciousness and you just hear like, stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop. It's just an eternity as you having to hang out with DMX.
Yeah.
No, I was saying, like, potentially, we had a very interesting political debate. I was saying,
potentially like the DMT that releases right when you die, you know? So you're going to have like this surreal, DMT trip. Could you like hypothetically, because those can last for they seem to last for eons or whatever. Can that be like basically an afterlife where you just
that is one of the theories that essentially that's the idea that you kind of believe that you're tripping in a state
and
forever.
you're kind of stuck in a state of consciousness that just lasts forever, even though it's your last 5 minutes of life. Who knows? I don't know.
I have to say, in a moment of complete seriousness, I do hope there's something more. I really do.
You mean after you actually die?
Yeah, I hope. Well, I mean, not even after I die. I just like the whole common visions that you have on DMT or ayahuasca and all that shit.
Sure,
people going, that's this other thing, or
right?
The fourth, fifth dimension, whatever, and meditating on greater, planes and whatnot, and all that shit.
I'm back.
Just in time.
You guys talking about some gay shit?
We talked about some gay shit.
I really hope that shit is true. That's where I want to believe in some. I want to see some magic shit before I die.
I want an InfoWars. Is that enough magic for you?
Unless there's a Sasquatch on there.
Yeah, you went to hell.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's amazing. The fact that you can manifest that. Here's what I want you to manifest for me is an alien encounter.
Okay.
I want an alien encounter.
Have you met my wife? So you don't like 3D, the third dimension. You want 3 double D, huh?
Oh, you know me, baby boy. Shit.
And we're back. And like that, we're back.
Kevin wants to go to the dimension where there's a lot of tits and ass.
Yeah. You actually die of suffocation because of all the TNA around.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
You just you have to motorboat to save your life.
Yeah. The motorboating dimension, dude.
That's
Welcome to Motorboat for Life, the game show where you have to motorboat titties to stay alive.
Yeah, starring Lizzo.
Yeah. Oh, everybody dies in the first 30 seconds.
Those big milky babies.
I will say about. Do you fear death?
Me?
Yeah. Do you fear it?
Are you guys doing a bit where you talk about something serious when I'm not on the podcast?
Do you fear death, dude?
Come on. Are you?
I do fear death more now than I ever have.
I like doing both. I like doing bits and very serious
Oh,
stuff.
I thought you guys were setting me up for a bit that I come back and you guys.
No,
are
as soon as you leave, we have a real conversation because we're two genuine human beings.
Speaking of 3D, we are actually 3-dimensional human beings.
Yeah.
And so we like to talk about, real life shit. Jace likes to cry. I don't like it. But, it's,
I'm just wondering if Kevin fears death.
It can't all be dildos and 9/11. You know what I mean? As much as I want it to be.
Yeah,
but,
my dad used to say that.
Now, bam.
Okay, boomer.
Yeah, Ben used to dab on our dad all the time.
You're like, Dad, I'm gay. Pow! What about that? You're watching Fortnite Ninja YouTube videos.
Yeah.
You don't get it, Dad. I'm in ISIS. I'm gay.
I'm trying to be gay and do crime.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Dad. You're not gay. You don't do crime.
Dad, you're not even red pill. Jesus.
Dad, I just want to get one Sonic the Shrek Hog tattoo.
I want to get one Sonic the Shrek Hog tattoo. I want to pay for a monthly subscription to InfoWars. And God damn it, I love Alex Jones, Dad.
Yeah. Son, you're not walking out of this house with your pants up that high. Pull them down.
I am afraid of death.
Yeah.
I am afraid of death more now than I ever have because it was very secure in faith. There's a security and a thing, and I actually studied the Bible, unlike your heathen church, where you guys just interpreted the craziest shit I've ever heard in my life.
We studied the Bible a lot.
Like
You will go to hell if you jack off.
Well, that is true.
It's like that's not in there.
I mean, you can literally interpret that a lot.
Yeah, but you have to. Why did Jesus die?
Because he was gay. He's on some gay shit, man.
See, now I know I got you.
Yeah.
Because you call Jesus gay.
No, that was the thing about the church is they would say that Jesus washes away the old law, but then they would also cherry pick a lot of verses from the Old Testament.
Exactly.
Yeah, like man lay with another man.
Yeah.
And then also, if you look into the Pauline letters, is like the only example of anti-gay rhetoric in the Bible. First off, most of those are fake. And then when he's talking about
what Paul letters are?
There's like one phrase in a Pauline letter where he says like if a man layeth with a man or some shit that. And if you look at that phrase, like they told me in Bible college, if you look at that interpreted through the ancient Greek or whatever gay shit they talked about.
Yeah, the Bible
that
used to be like a Wikipedia page where anyone could edit it.
Yeah.
And then we ended up with
let me
this.
finish my point, though.
It's actually just about sharing a one-bedroom apartment.
Yeah, that's right. No, it was No, it was the word they were using in that context meant like man-boy relationship. So actually like pedophilia type shit.
Interesting.
Yeah, which was
Okay.
more common back then. You know?
It can be gay as long as they're of age.
Yeah, exactly.
And then Jesus is like, hell yeah, dog. Hell yeah, dog. Get it.
Jesus
Right.
was showing us all in a weird way that we're all supposed to get canceled to go to the big forum in the
Well,
sky.
if you want to, yeah, I mean, we all deserve to be canceled.
And then Louis spent 9 months in the tomb only to roll it back and walk out with a hole through his dick.
By the grace of independent hosting services, we shall continue to podcast.
That's right.
You
That's
know?
right, yeah.
But we deserve to be canceled. You know what I mean? And let me tell you, brothers and sisters, we've all flirted with the N-word from time to time. I mean, let me tell you, you know.
I was into racist irony myself for a bit.
I tell you, it was all good, clean fun. Had plenty of black friends, my friends.
The devil irony poisoned my heart. And he pumped Shrek hogs and what have you into my nonsense brain. At the time.
I'm ashamed to admit it, but I was a shit poster.
One Sunday morning, I was doing a podcast about raping my own grandma. And
No, I don't want to rape my grandma.
And folks,
but I just thought it was funny to say.
And folks, I'll be honest with you, that it got a big pop in the room. Got a big pop in the room, you know, and I thought that's all I needed was that big pop, that
Yeah.
big laugh.
Not because it was creative or insightful or smart. It just shocked people.
Look, and
just
we're all
potty humor.
now. I'm not talking about getting shadow banned either, y'all. You know, I'm talking about legitimate canceled online. Can't work. Can't work at all. You start selling fruit on the side of the road, and this is what you deserve. They should stop by and drag you behind their Jeep Cherokee. Shouldn't be allowed to sell fruit on the
And
highway.
I'm sorry, I just said Cherokee. I apologize. Lord, I apologize
Thank you.
for that.
Rogue Satan is here. Appreciate it.
Please do not say Cherokee, goddammit.
Right.
Oh, I
Or I'll
apologize.
drag you straight to hell.
Right.
Okay.
You're at Jeep headquarters. How dare you? That word is reserved for Elizabeth Warren, the future president of the United States.
Look, we all deserve to be quarantined under a server that's run by Jordan Peterson, but you know, by the grace of God, we're able to be on kids' YouTube.
Amen.
Amen, brother.
Yep. YouTube
So-
Premium
Jace,
for kids.
Yeah.
I do want to talk to you a little bit about last week's episode and the repercussions.
Yeah, a bunch of people DM'd me some gay shit.
Well,
So
no,
that was pretty much.
We can go in between 0 and 10. You
Right.
know what I mean? We can go
What
between.
repercussions?
Well, Jay's
Of what,
got
crying on the pod?
yeah. Like, you got had people some people reach out.
Yeah, you know, some people reached out and said some kind stuff, and it is, you know, not to be too serious again, but like I did buy, so I went to therapy after that, and then, you know, Ben's words were really nice, and it was really, you know, meant a lot to me. And then so I actually bought, this is really gay, I bought these bracelets I've been wearing.
Yeah.
As like an anchor point thing. This was just recommended by my therapist, and then
It's cool that that podcast was help you to come out of the closet.
Jason just has a bunch of rings on
told
and
me.
turquoise necklaces.
he told me to open up.
I-
Nope, shut him back down.
we take a little
Shut him back down.
we take a little rabbit trail. We're still on the
Kevin,
main
we don't have to
highway.
be 100 miles an hour all the time.
No, I'm saying we're going back and forth. You know?
No, so I've kind of been using it as an anchor point. Just when I see that, like, or when I actually notice it on my body, I think you're
Yeah.
loved. You know,
Yeah.
people appreciate you, and then you also just don't have to freak out about everything. And that's pulled me out of a lot of spirals this week.
What's an
Nice.
anchor point?
So it's like an anchor point is like literally like, hey, a mental. That's the hardest thing about therapy is you will kind of come along these insights and realizations about yourself that how you can make your life better. But then, you know, you're alive 24 hours a day, so it's hard to take that thought or that anchor point or that enlightenment with you throughout the day. So I was just kind of researching. An anchor point is kind of just a subtle reminder of like, hey, you know, remember, you know, because you're going to walk out into the real world and you're going to forget, you know?
Yeah.
Like that, there's that quote I keep thinking of that from The Sopranos, actually. The quote where fucking Tony and, God damn it, Christopher, he thinks Tony fucked Adriana, and he's like taking him out to like basically, he's taking him out to basically shoot him in the parking lot. I brought this up on the podcast before.
Yes.
And he's like, I didn't fuck her. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Get some sense in your head. And he's like, yeah, Tony, that might be true, but I got to live in this world.
Yeah, I saw the episode.
And I think about that line all the time where it's like, I'll be in therapy and it's like, yeah, I should love myself. And it's good to stand up for myself and not freak out all the time. But I got to live in this world. And you're going to you have to be realistic. You're going to forget about that a lot. So you have to
as opposed to guys like Tony who just live very big and kind of don't pay for their sins and just keep going.
Not even like that. I don't think it applies in contrast to the Tony character. Just more like, hey, yeah, there's a universal truth that we all in our most enlightened moments can accept, like, hey, this is a simulation, or like you should just love people, or, you should let your ego die and not be worried about it. But I'm not a fucking monk, I'm not in a monastery. I'm going to be in life. Something shitty is going to happen to work. Somebody's going to say something shitty to me.
Yeah.
Unfortunate or stressful event's going to happen in my life, and I'm going to forget my enlightenment. And part of, I think, learning to be a better person is learning, or not a better person, a more like healthy person is learning how to kind of bring yourself back from that point where you start to go into that and bring yourself back to that enlightened point where you kind of realize, it's like that Bill Hicks quote, like it's all just a game, We're
or
just
a ride.
It's just a ride, We're just going round and round. It has ups and downs, and it doesn't really mean anything, and just try to remember that. So when I look at this bracelet, I try to remember, like, number one, I'm loved. And I try to think about what Ben, said to me last week. And Kevin.
I forgot.
And you said I was gay, and then I suck.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah. And I try to remember that, and just like remember, like, hey, it's not, it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
And that's really been helping me out a lot this week.
Seems I am good.
A lot of times, yeah, you're good. You know what you're doing.
Good. You're chaotic good. Yeah.
You know what you're doing, Ben. You're in control.
I'm being good.
Mm-hmm. You turn on your autism nozzle sometimes just to provoke, I think. But you know how to do it. You know how to be a sweetie pie.
I wish you did too, Kevin. Seems you haven't given Jace any helpful wisdom or introspective.
My mother always said, if you can't say something nice, don't say anything at all.
You son of a bitch. You fucking son of a bitch.
There's no coincidence that enlightenment rhymes with entitlement. And I think we need to start being more entitled to happiness and to love.
The preacher who's just he forgot his sermon. So he's just trying to make something up. There once was a man who went to a bank in a town on a planet. And he said to a person who might have been a man or a woman or a child or a dog.
Well, this is just how I do bits.
Something we're not even aware of yet.
A thing.
That's just how I do bits, though.
And then I'm in the pew like, this sounds like bullshit. You remember in church they'd always do that? They go, there once was a man who went to a bank and saw a teller. And it's like, name the fucking guy. It's a fake thing you're making up.
Yeah.
They used to always annoy me when I was a kid.
It's a lot like when you go to the bank, and you look and you're stressed because you got no money, and then you look and your account's got $1 million in it.
But they would even do it.
Shit.
They would do it more bullshit than that, because it's not like, I think of this. It's not like I think of the story of the man who went to the bank. They would go, there once was a famous football player who went to his coach because he had been cut from his team in professional football league. And we go, name the guy. If you're going to be that fucking specific, name the guy, or just make it more vague and say it's a metaphor.
Yeah.
And that just always irritate me.
There was once two twin boys that were born and barely survived. Had to be in an incubator for months at a time. Barely could move, couldn't barely walk, had to learn everything. They were years and years behind. And they'd go out, and all their friends loved the high jump. They'd go out there, watch their friends do the high jump, and, they just well with envy, well deep inside, and just not think that they're good enough. They're sitting there watching their friends jump real high, and they look down at their feet. They can't jump. They can't jump at all. And you know who those boys were?
Who?
Crisscross.
Okay, you got it.
I thought you were going to say Peyton and Eli Manning.
Those two boys.
I was seriously wondering. I'm like, I hope this has a payoff.
Not only were they able to jump, but they were able to help others jump. And it's a lot like life. Sometimes you got to put your clothes on backwards.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Sometimes, and when life gets wiggity whack.
See, here's the thing.
And look at the name Criss Cross. Cross.
Right.
Here's the thing,
It's a
folks.
positive message.
I'm down with OPP, other people's profits, y'all.
That's right.
Muslims, Jews, we all the same.
I mean, not everybody's a Mac daddy. Some people are a daddy Mac, and that's okay. Myself, I'm a Big Mac.
Yeah.
Folks, I was logged in last week, and I was thinking to myself, look at all these NPCs. non-player characters, as you guys know. And then it dawned on me, maybe we're all the same. Doomers, boomers, NPCs, Wojaks, incels, Chads, Stacys, red pills, pink pills, blue pills. Across the board, everybody. Gym sales, hot sales,
Go off.
Nazis, communists,
Go off, King.
Nazi balls, Nazi gamers.
I wonder if some teenagers said that in church. Go off, King, instead of amen.
Oh, I'm on one right now. I'm on one.
Pastor's on one right now.
They're donating money in the Twitch stream right now. God bless
Now,
you.
if all my short kings
bless
could
you.
step up to the podium.
God bless you, Pepe the Frog 1488. Thank you for the $200 donation that will be going toward the end world hunger.
And his credit card was declined, so we do take that prayer of thanks back from Pepe the Frog 1488.
But maybe I can meet someone who's pink pilled. They want to put on a dress and turn their kid gay and give them hormones and stuff, right? And who am I? I'm just a shit poster. You know what I mean, folks? But maybe we got more in common than we think.
But the grace of the algorithm go I.
But look at it. Pull back for a second. Look at what we have in common. We both post, we both game, and we're both racist.
Right, we both shit. So if you think about it, we shit and post, y'all. We all do.
At the end of the day, y'all, we're all putting on our Turtle Beach headsets one ear at a time.
Yeah. I always say
Everybody,
I always say hate the post, not the poster, y'all. Not the poster.
Downvote the post, but not the poster.
That's right.
Cancel culture's run amok. And you know who's the original cancel person? Our Lord and Savior, Jesus H. Christ.
And I encourage each and every one of you to go home today and find someone that you've downvoted a post in the past on Reddit, and I want you to give them gold. And I want you to hear them say, "Thank you for the gold, kind stranger."
Don't go. You don't walk into this church like you've never posted in the wrong subreddit and had an admin send you an auto reply, and you're thinking you got a message, and you go and it's just an auto reply from a bot saying, "Hey, you can't post this shit here."
Oh, happy day.
And you go and you're looking, okay, well, where can I post videos of my own podcast,
When Jesus posts.
And every time I do, my karma score is being affected,
And gave me gold on the internet.
Oh, happy days. The weight of this bed crumbling on top of itself.
Happy days. When Jesus gave a stranger some gold.
I love how you always forget. I love how you always forget the kind part, and then I can see in your eyes you trying to.
I always say kind gold for some reason. The funniest scene in any movie is at the end of Big Mama's house when they're singing "Oh Happy Days" and Martin Lawrence is like fucking breakdancing.
Is he in the fat suit when he's doing it?
Yeah.
Why does he get back in the fat suit at the end of the movie?
Well, he's still trying to fuck that bitch.
Okay.
He's like, girl, my titties are out. Girl. You gotta lock your dogs up and then run all over the yard, girl.
Yeah.
And like that's his con to fuck this woman somehow.
Yeah. A lot of people don't know, but Lizzo is actually Martin Lawrence in a fat suit.
Really?
I think that's actually Devin Costa's joke, so I stole that from him. So
yeah. Well,
he said Eddie Murphy was a Lizzo in a fat suit.
Nothing new under the sun,
The only movie they couldn't do the reverse of that movie, if you think about it. They couldn't do Big Daddy's House because a woman couldn't play a man because they can't get their voice deep enough. Unless they played a giant old gay man in a fat suit.
All right. I will submit this to the judge and see how he feels about it.
Right? Like
This is your dissertation.
Yeah.
140 pages.
It took
it's
you
entirely
16
possible that
weeks
they
to
could make
write
that
this?
movie. But he'd have to be gay, most certainly.
No, you could totally do Big Daddy's House.
But she'd have to play a gay man in the movie.
I think I remember this one from debate class.
Right. Yeah, it's your next topic of debate. Can a man have a dumper?
Yeah.
Blue team, you have the opposing. Red team, you have the supporting.
Next on the docket, what if the Twin Towers were two cocks? All right, you're going to be doing the
Yeah.
for. You're going to be doing against.
Just pans to Ben, who cracks his knuckles and walks to the podium.
Okay, next
he
on
pulls out a huge file folder.
Right, the tiniest reading glasses.
He's
All
licking
right.
his fingers and walking across the files and pulls out a huge folder.
Ben has reading glasses the size of Tylenol on the tip of his nose.
Yes.
All right, next on the docket we have is the gopher from Caddyshack, the original Pepe. Jace, I turn to you to argue in favor that he is the original Pepe, and Kevin, you can argue against that he is the original Pepe.
I'm actually the principal for this school, and I'm shutting this down. It's something people are calling retarded.
The kids are calling it the new fad. Kids are calling it being retarded. Local teens acting gay online for likes. We go to gym for more.
People are acting gay out loud, and it may be affecting your children.
I'm here outside Kevin Tinkin's home, where he claims his children are saying they want to be gay and do crime. They think it's funny. Well, it's not.
Yeah.
Look,
We turn to Kevin now.
Right.
Look,
Well, I just want to say real quick one thing about my kid being gay online. I don't like it. I tell you what, man. Go number Packers, number one.
That's Kevin.
Yeah, that's Kevin.
my kid's going, Fudge Packers.
Fudge Packers! the green gay Fudge Packers instead of Green Bay Packers.
Yeah, my son told me he was gay, wanted to do crime. It's 2020. I got to support my boy.
Hey, Dad.
And then he goes, it's just a bit.
Dad, you know how you like Green Bay?
This is you as my son.
Dad?
Yeah?
You know how you like Green Bay?
Yeah, son.
You know what else is green?
What?
Peppy.
Oh,
Now, son.
it's
he's such a-
Green
yeah.
BAE. Green Bay.
Yeah. You know
It's
what Bay
Pepe.
rhymes with?
Oh my God. Please leave us a review. Rate, review, subscribe.
I was being his son.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Son, me and your mother want to talk to you. Now, listen, we found this in your room, and it's just a drawing of Sonichu. Yeah. Now, we understand when I was your age, I'll admit I was a little gay online from time to time, but it's not a sustainable lifestyle. And it's dangerous for a young brain such as yours. Yeah.
Dad, I'm just a honkler. Hey, Dad.
Yeah.
Honk, honk, motherfucker.
Well, like yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Hey,
They
Dad.
say you are a Pepe,
That's
Mr.
actually-
Sergeant McLean.
That's how I picture Ben as a child constantly, because you would tell people you're gay all the time. And, lots of
He would actually come out of the closet.
A lot of
online.
Facebook. Yeah, it
Changed.
rocked. And everyone would freak out and call my mom and be really worried, which is fucked up.
Well, yeah. And then you
It's like
would
they
be
should just post, "Hey, congrats," and then text my mom like, "Hey, we're really proud of him."
Right.
But it said
They're the assholes.
Instead, they were like picking up the red phone that the president has for like nuclear attacks.
Right.
Yeah, your
But on the phone, it just said,
Yeah.
"Your son is gay."
Our uncle called the cops. Yeah.
yeah, the gay cops.
Your aunt should have replied like, "Yeah, it's finally a parade to wear these assless chaps to."
Right.
Dad, Dad,
Yes, son.
was 9/11 funny?
No, son. It was a horrible tragedy. We shouldn't make jokes about stuff like that.
Yeah?
It's actually, a lot of people died that day.
Were they gay?
Some of them.
So I'm sure some of them were gay,
Statistically,
son.
some of them were.
You
Yes.
think statistically some of them were smoking weed?
I'm sure they
Would it happen?
enjoyed some marijuana.
I mean, there
from
was a
time to
lot of
time.
temps working in the office that day, so I'm sure some of them.
Yeah, and marijuana has been brought into the lifestyle of many
So they were
successful people.
So they were 420 blazing it?
Well, I'm sure there was a time, probably on the weekends when they weren't at the office, that they'd see it was 420, maybe giggle to their buddy and be like, "You want to, blaze up the reef,
Yeah.
or whatever."
So they were high?
I'm sure they were high sometimes, yeah, but
Dad?
probably not during office hours.
Dad,
Yeah, son.
do you know what the Jewish conspiracy is?
Son, we're not going to talk about that.
We don't. We need to be
Son,
respectful.
We're
But
not.
none of them died that day.
Son, we're not going to talk about that on our podcast.
Yeah, we don't.
He's podcasting with his son.
Podcasting with his son.
His alt-right
Dude,
son.
I fucking found I was just scrolling through the podcast, like top subscribe to see if I could find our stuff. And I found one where it is
Couldn't find it.
couldn't find it. Scoured high and low.
Could not find it.
I'm looking at my phone with a giant magnifying glass. No, I found one. It was the sickest thing I've ever fucking seen. It was a sex positivity podcast with a 50-year-old cougar mom and her 28-year-old son.
Jesus Christ.
And I listened to an app. It's just her talking about just getting railed the fuck out. And then asking her, like, why aren't you fucking? You're so hot. You should fuck everybody.
Jesus.
Oh, so it's an incest cast.
It's like
Yeah,
an
it
incest
really
cast.
is.
And I saw like 3,000 5-star reviews. I was like, what the fuck is this shit?
I mean,
That's
that's
really
kind of
fucked
hot.
up. That's,
You do
like,
see
that's
that
not
on-
good for that guy.
Yeah, you do see that on the Democratic side, like people just sexualizing the shit out of kids a lot of times.
Yeah.
It's so fucking retarded.
Especially if it's a boy.
I mean,
Yeah.
every liberal person I know wants to fuck the kid from Stranger Things.
Right.
All right.
Yeah. Or watching the show Big Mouth, which is just like pedophilia at this point.
Yeah.
You're just watching
It's lolly.
cartoon like fucking
It got-
12-year-olds fucking each other.
This latest season was so bad.
It's so bad. Yeah.
My friend Jake told me a lot of people are getting into lolly. Do you know what lolly is?
What is that?
It's drawings of like children having sex with each other.
That's so
I don't think-
stupid.
like, cartoon
I
kids.
wish I didn't even know that existed.
I think Jake's
Apparently, it's a thing.
I think Jake's definitions of a lot of people is much lower than ours.
It-
No,
it's
online.
like everything
Online.
on 4chan. It's one guy who made it up,
Yeah.
and then they're like, "That is a thing."
No, like for furries and shit, they're into lolly, and Nazis are into lolly. A lot of people are into lolly.
You and
No.
Jake say that like how Hillary talked about the predator African American in the early 90s.
Yeah,
like taking over inner cities.
Yeah, you talk
like, there's
about
a
that.
lot of them, guys.
Yeah, you're
It's a
worried about
thing.
lolly like the Democrats are worried about Nazis. It's like there's 12 of them.
Yeah, you
chill
fucking-
out.
There are not 12 Nazis. I'm looking at 3 right now.
What, Emma?
Boys.
But you put a little armband on your three-legged dog.
Right. Or even like fucking like they're like having 9-year-olds come out the debates and being like, I'm gay. And it's like, oh, good. We should totally be talking about who this kid wants to fuck.
This child wants
Yeah.
to get fucked in the ass. And he should be allowed to get fucked in the ass by another child. And I should be allowed to watch it and enjoy it.
Right.
I should be allowed to rub my pant leg
Or
as
that-
these two children
that
have sex with each other.
That tweet that went famous of like that like fucking art show in Portland where it's like a field trip to like some feminist art show and there's just a woman naked walking around with her pussy.
That's
and
actually
tits
like
out.
in like Switzerland or some shit or like Germany.
Same thing. Portland, Switzerland.
You know,
yeah.
it's a human body. It's totally natural.
Right, but it's like, yeah, just show a 12-year-old boy your fucking gross
Yeah.
pussy. you
Well,
know?
he should be mature enough.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's art,
Mm-hmm.
you guys.
Do you
now
know-
let me stretch this thing out.
Now we're going to turn the wind tunnel on. It looks like Batman's cape.
Do you know that bitch Andrea Dworkin?
Who that bitch?
I don't like when you call women.
Welcome
bitches.
back to our weekly segment, Who Dat Bitch?
She was a feminist, Kevin, and she
Yeah.
believed all sex was rape. That's what she famously
Is she
said.
dead now?
Yeah, she like died of a heart attack.
Is she a
She
cat?
got raped today.
Is she actually a cat who's trying to present her point?
Andrea Dworkin?
Yeah, because all sex is rape for cats.
Is
Oh,
that
is
true?
it?
Well, I've never seen
I've seen some horny female
I've never seen a
cats.
cat light a candle before.
2 cats on a dinner.
Yeah.
It's being like, so your mom passed away last year. That must have been pretty rough for you.
You ever see just a cat just licks another cat's asshole and then leaves? No. They're going all the way, baby.
Andrea Boynkin.
I feel like cats are actually the horniest animals, though.
They're always
so
showing
damn
their
horny.
asshole.
Yeah.
Their dicks have hooks in it.
They're always eating
They
lasagna.
do. Their dicks have barbs.
I know,
in it.
yeah.
They
They're
hate
into, like-
Mondays.
They hate Mondays.
They hate Odie.
They love lasagna.
Ladies and gentlemen, Garfield, he seems to sleep all day, eat a lot of pasta, and he hates Mondays. Ladies and gentlemen, I think Garfield has depression.
I honestly,
Yeah, Garfield was just a reincarnation of a depressed Italian guy.
I hate the Monday so much. John, you're a dummy. I want to kick Odie off the table.
Garfield and Eeyore have a suicide pact.
I can't eat lasagna.
Hey, Jace, how about Garfield, but he's voiced by Tony Soprano instead of Bill Murray?
Jesus fucking Christ, John. Where's the fucking lasagna? I come home from a hard day at the Bing,
and I want some fucking Zon on my plate. Jesus fucking Christ. God damn it, Garfield. Fuck you, Garfield. Go fuck your Russian whore, Garfield.
That's Carmela.
Yeah, Carmela is Odie. Yeah.
Okay. I like that.
Jesus fucking Christ, Odie. Pull your head out of your fucking ass.
Jesus fucking Christ, don't you guys know I don't have a fucking gender? Jim Davis never gave me a fucking gender. I'm amorphous, okay?
God damn it, Garfield. Why did you put Odie in the box and mail him to China again? Shut the fuck up, Carmela. That's why.
Jesus Christ, it's another fucking Monday. I fucking hate Mondays.
Garfield sitting across from a therapist in the therapy room.
He's like, I just fucking hate Mondays, and I love lasagna.
Do you think you possibly are obsessed with lasagna because it reminds you of your mother's Italian cooking? What's this fucking mother shit always with you? Jesus Christ.
Tony, do you think you maybe hate Mondays a lot because, every Monday you get, you can't eat lasagna on Mondays?
You doctors is something else, I tell you.
Because think about it. You eat lasagna. Your wife, Carmela, makes lasagna for you Tuesday through Sunday. And she doesn't make it for you on Monday.
I don't need this fucking shit. Fuck you.
With your goddamn head shrinking bullshit.
Yeah, I'm fucking out of here. It's always with you with the dogs, with the lasagna, with the old tree that's dying. Fuck you. I'm fucking Garfield, all right?
I'll fucking kill you right now.
What do you think about that, huh?
I'm going to kill my fucking therapist right now.
Now, Garfield, you can't threaten me with threats of violence. You're a 30-pound cat. Garfield.
Oh, he's still a tiny cat.
He's still a tiny cat.
He just sounds
He's
like
like,
Tony
guy,
Soprano.
fucking damn it.
He's taking his blood sugar.
That might be the dumbest bit we've done on
I don't
the
know.
podcast.
It's fucking.
It's up there.
I'm fucking stressed out. I feel like I can only think fucking 2 panels ahead most days.
Yeah. Odie Soprano.
Odie Soprano.
Yeah. Instead of Tony Soprano. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. The strip club is called the Pussycat. Mm-hmm. Various other things.
The lifted tail.
Woke up this morning. Got yourself some nip.
Garfield smoking a cigar.
Driving home on the New Jersey fucking expressway.
Yeah. They just remake The Sopranos, but with Garfield. And it's the same episodes. They just do a cartoon of Garfield voicing Tony Soprano.
Yeah.
All the sex scenes.
Garfield, you're never going to fucking believe this. We figured out John is an ass muncher. They saw him at a gay club in the city. He was dressed up like one of the fucking village people. Oh!
Guess what I
Garfield.
found out? He doesn't even fucking like lasagna.
So I like a girl whose back legs are broken. She's got a two wheelchair back. Shit, she ain't got no legs.
Wait, are you fucking telling me that John hid a lasagna from me? No, Tone. I'm telling you he hid 2 lasagnas from you. Oh!
All right, we got to stop. I swear to God, every time we talk about The Sopranos on this, it's like,
Oh, so you've never watched it, have you?
I've seen it twice through. I love The
I'm
Sopranos.
twice too. I love The Sopranos.
I just,
Where'd you find
I've
all the
watched
free
other
time?
stuff, It's not the only thing I've watched. I've seen
yeah,
other
what
things.
else you watch? Huh?
Ace Ventura, Pet Detective.
Oh man, that is good. Yeah, I haven't seen 2 in a while. Ace Ventura 2.
It's worth it.
Yeah.
It's great.
Did you watch Don't Fuck with Cats on Netflix?
I did.
Oh, I watched that too. By
Yeah.
the way,
Yep. It was good.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
good.
I liked it.
I hated that lady at the end. By the way,
When she looked into the camera.
yeah, she looked into the camera. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen Don't Fuck.
Did
Whatever.
we talked about this already?
I don't think so.
But I hadn't
think
seen
we've
the last
talked-
episode, though. Yeah.
I talked about it with you in person, where
Okay.
she turns into the camera and she goes, it's all sick. We all got off to it. And then she turns to the camera and you watched a whole series about this. What does that say about you? And I'm like, fuck you, you stupid bitch.
Yeah.
I didn't make a guy kill somebody. You fucking dumb idiot.
You Vegas retard.
You Vegas fat idiot stays at home hunting a killer
Yeah.
of cats. You fucking dumbass.
Yeah, thank God those people didn't have others that loved them in their life because they were able to
Yeah.
hunt down a serial killer.
Right.
Yeah.
They're like, again, I was able to do this because no one gives a shit if I
Right.
live or die.
Yeah.
It's insane that somebody won't allow anybody to take personal responsibility for anything, including murder.
Yeah.
They're like, it was our fault because of Facebook.
Right, exactly.
It's like, no, it's his fault because he fucking killed cats.
you're
and-
it's his
aggrandizing
mom's
your entire
fault.
life
yeah.
It's his mom's fault for letting him be gay.
and doing crime.
Yeah. I thought the guy was pretty fucking badass, and so I was like, yeah, he's gay.
Dude, that was
he
the Aaron Hernandez doc that came out. I think I told Ben this, but the Aaron Hernandez doc came out on Netflix.
Yeah.
And I was in work, and a coworker brought it up, and he's like this older black guy. He's like, "Yeah, I was watching the Aaron Hernandez doc." And I was like, "It's good, right?" He's like, "Oh, man, I didn't know he's fucking gay, man.
Yeah.
What the fuck?" And I was like, "He also killed 4 people."
Yeah, people are so stupid. People are really, really stupid.
Yeah. And every tweet online was just like somebody being like, "When I figure out he gay, though," and then it's just a Steve Harvey gif of like a reaction.
What NBA player they found out he was like into like transgender people or something?
Dwight Howard. Dwight
Yeah,
Howard
yeah.
was accused by a transgender person online of having a relationship with them. Who knows if it's true or not? But it did lead to a lot of funny jokes.
Who
cares?
What ended up happening is every black teen posted a Steve Harvey gif at him
Ben.
that day
Speak.
of just Steve Harvey laughing, falling out of his chair,
Right,
being
yeah.
interviewed by Charlemagne the God.
Oh, Lord. Yeah. What
Ben,
happened, Kevin?
You manifested somebody at the open mic at the Ice House. the
Steve
other day.
Harvey?
No. An autistic black 18-year-old.
Is it the guy that wears the Space Jam shirt?
No,
And he
but-
always trips when he walks on stage?
No, but he did talk about Dragon Ball Z.
I fucking told you, dude.
Yeah, it was a trip. His whole set was about Dragon Ball Z, and he
Told
was
you.
Yeah.
he had this. He
That's
had
not
these
really
long-
autistic for black teenagers, though.
That's mainly that's what Ben said.
Yeah, young black people love anime.
Dragon
Yeah,
I'm
Balls.
sorry, I ruined the whole bit.
Dragon
That's-
Balls are like
that's it.
trains for white guys.
Yeah. Well,
Not
I
even
know-
just Dragon Ball Z, like Naruto, like One Punch Man, shit like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
big in the African
Cowboy
American
Bebop.
community. Yeah, Cowboy Bebop.
They love that shit. They
There's a-
love
there's a
all
weird-
of them. They, them.
There's a weird link, even if you go back to like Wu-Tang Clan being obsessed with like kung fu films and shit like that.
Yeah.
I think black people have like in the last 40 years or so have kind of been like
Yeah.
into like Asian entertainment like that.
Ben specifically has said black autistic guys like Dragon Ball Z, and then I saw a guy do a set who was taking long pauses and being awkward, talk about Dragon Ball Z, and I was like, "Holy shit!
Yeah.
Ben is a prophet."
Yeah.
I mean, clearly, I said I was going to get on InfoWars, and I did.
It's really crazy that happened.
Yeah. You could be the Antichrist, dude. You could be Damien.
Yeah. Have you ever
David?
thought about starting a cult, Ben?
No, but I have started to think about maybe I should just want something else.
That's probably
Because
good.
it seems I might be able to get it.
I want to sincerely encourage that.
What should I want?
I mean, bringing joy to people.
I mean,
would be
I
a
like
good
that. I want that. I think I do that.
Yeah.
I do that. Don't I make you guys happy?
Sometimes, periodically, it happens. Even a blind squirrel gets in that from time to time.
I'm a blind squirrel.
You
That's
are.
so cute.
Yeah, with your little glasses rattling around. Yeah.
I have a little cane.
And you're that blind guy in the 50s, for whatever reason, who always had a tin cup with him. Yeah. Oh, I realized why they had the tin cup now, so people could drop change and they could hear it.
Yep.
Yeah. I always
Yep.
wonder why that was a thing in cartoons.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Interesting.
I thought it was just like a can of beans that they ate, and then they just washed it out in like a truck stop restroom.
You know what? You're probably right, actually. That makes more sense.
When you become homeless, you automatically all you eat is beans cooked in a boot.
Yeah, and you eat an apple with a pocket knife.
Yeah.
you have to.
Like Dennis the Menace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And all the fingers on every pair of your gloves pops off,
That's right.
and
That's
you
right.
get you learn all about
Yeah.
trains.
You actually, when you're homeless, you eat every food with a knife.
Yeah. That's
right.
Even beans, you just poke one bean and then suck it off the knife
Yep.
at a time. Yeah.
Yep. I always like
You know
to
what
eat
is
with a
interesting?
knife at the end of a long day.
If you're
when I'm-
drinking water, you just drink it off the knife. Yeah.
Dude,
Like just splash it into your mouth like a dog's tongue.
you have to drink water with a big a spoon with a big ladle.
Big ladle. Yeah,
Huge
from the
ladle.
Old West.
Yeah. That's,
What? Oh, you turn the lights off?
get some
Yeah.
lighting
You're going to
going on
fuck
here.
us, dude?
dude, you know what I just realized? If there was a post-apocalyptic scenario,
There's so many
Yeah.
things.
the homeless people would actually be the ones guiding us through the land.
No, they wouldn't. We would kill them and eat them immediately.
No, because they know how to like build fires.
Yeah, but they also think
and like
they also think
jack
their
off outside.
they also think their best friend is a giant snake with a top hat.
Yeah, which is actually just a street sign. What do you think, Snakey?
They suffer from mental illness. That's why they're on the streets.
But that's what you fucking need to survive the streets, dog.
Is
You have
mental
to be
illness?
fucking mentally ill.
Yeah.
You have to be twisted.
That's the school of hard knocks, dude. Hardcore schizophrenia.
Hey, Dad, I have a joke for you. I have a joke.
Okay, son.
What do you get when you cross a mentally ill loner with a society that doesn't give a crap about him?
What, son?
Exactly what you fucking deserve.
Boo! I'm booing my own son. Boo! Kids, Jenny, get out here. We're making fun of this piece of shit. Told me the dumbest joke ever. Grow up.
No, Dad, it's from the Joker movie.
Nobody cares.
It's from the Joker movie. I'm the Joker, Dad. You can't ground me for being the Joker.
Yeah.
The Joker can't be grounded, actually.
Where'd you learn to be autistic? I learned it from you. And then he just throws the podcast at you.
That I am waiting for that moment.
You find out he's been listening to every episode and taking notes.
I hope not, man. I'm so worried.
If he's listening right now, what would you want to say?
It's okay to be sincere. And, it's okay to love. And it's okay to be loved. And you deserve it, And you're great. I love you. And,
Can I send him a message now?
Yes.
Eat a lot of pussy.
All right.
Eat all the pussy you can before you get married, son.
I mean, that's not a bad piece of advice.
That's actually, that's pretty good. Yeah.
I'm talking hungry hippo style eating the pussy. You know what I mean?
Smash that lever, son.
What are we at?
That is a weird trope in movies where like the old man, like he's giving advice. He's like, fuck a lot of women.
Yeah. Like
a lot of
Little
women.
Miss Sunshine. Yeah.
Well, dude, my mom always used to tell me that. Real talk.
Really?
Real talk.
to tell you to fuck a lot of women?
Essentially, she would tell me to play the field because I was like ready to fall in love at a very young age.
And
I
then
was
you
like,
fucked one woman.
Yeah. Well, I was like ready to commit. No, I really was. I was like, I'm going to marry this girl. And she's like, Kevin, you're in 5th grade. And I'm like, I love her. If a train was coming, I'd push her out of the way and I'd get hit by the train to save her life. My mom's like, well, that sounds like love.
Well, your mom's like, well, that sounds like codependency, which I've taught you is love.
Yeah. My mom would always be like, yeah, you should, Kevin, don't settle down. Play the field. I'm like, play the field a little bit. She's
Do you
like,
think because your mom wanted to keep dating you?
I think,
Like emotionally?
sure. I mean, I don't think so. I think it was more.
Do you think it was perhaps because your mom wanted to keep dating you?
I think it's because my mom was wise. And she was like, you're going to wish that there were more jugs in your history.
Yeah. I'm kind of glad that I've fucked as many people as I have. Although I would like to just be in a relationship now. That would be nice.
You would.
Now that gay marriage is legal.
I'm actually not getting married until gay people can't. So that's the thing about
I think you should get surprise gay married at Ben's wedding.
No, yeah. I announce.
Yeah. I actually, Pastor, we have one more.
Me and Kevin announced that we're getting married.
Isn't getting married just codependency?
Yeah.
Kind of.
So
yeah.
is codependency bad? Like, I have the thought sometimes if something ever happens to Katie, like, I'll just kill myself immediately. Like, is that codependency?
There's a
Yes.
difference between
Big time. It's a problem.
There's a difference
no, because I'm not dependent on her.
It's too much
Coexistence is the
too
word you're
much-
looking for.
It's bad because it is codependent, but I think the most valuable thing any relationship can have is independence.
Well,
for you to be okay without each other and better with
Yeah, I don't think codependent is a mental thing, although it's caused by a mental thing. I think it's more of an action-based thing where your life is dependent on the other person, or the other person is dependent on you.
I can't breathe without you.
Yeah.
It's like, shut the fuck up.
Like at the end of my relationship, it was like the 5th night in a row staying together and being like, "Hey, I'm going to hit the mics." She's like, "Can you just stay here?" And it's like that's like codependent, and then making me feel guilty for not staying. Yeah,
Can you stop being you?
should say all the time, like, hey, be a good boyfriend. That's like codependent behavior.
Well, I mean, maybe she needed to just. I mean, I'm sure that's like the good thing to say to somebody if they're being a piece of shit.
Yeah, if they're being a piece of shit, but I wasn't. I was there all the time.
You were just trying to go do the things you enjoy.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, you know what? I would like to spend a night not listening to you complain about your boss. That would be great.
Huh. Not how I like to spend my evenings.
Is this codependent? I stand outside Katie's bedroom window which is also my bedroom. And every night I sing. I go, and I miss you, baby, and I don't want to miss a thing.
It's the country version.
Everything I dream of you. This is at 4:30 in the morning, and I'm blackout drunk. Mm-hmm. And I don't want to miss a thing.
This is probably
You
the
guys
most.
were actually fine. There was no argument.
Yeah, she's like, we didn't even get in a fight. I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm fucked up. I thought things were bad.
I'm sorry. I'm cheating on you with somebody else, and she hates my guts right now. I thought this was her place.
Tabitha! Tabby!
Right.
I'm so fucked up. I think I'm cheating on my wife, but I'm just fucking my wife.
What's the worst song you
My
could
wife's
sing?
gonna
Under?
be so pissed when she finds out how good I've been fucking you.
You're just fucking your own wife.
What are you talking about?
She's just yawning.
Shut up, Mindy.
You better not tell my wife about this.
I've actually said shit like that to my wife.
What?
What?
Better not tell my wife about this.
As you're fucking her?
Yeah, not as. I mean,
TMI.
but like in the, it's a lot of humor. A lot of humor.
Right.
A lot of pointing and laughing.
You're fucking your wife just wordlessly, and then I know where you're just like, gross.
No, I'll say stuff like, "Good God, with you walking around, my wife's gonna be pissed." She's like, "Shut up."
Don't you tell your kids you have another family sometimes?
Yeah, sometimes. Like, well, I'll see you guys later. Got to go visit the other family.
Dad.
Yeah, no, a great Japanese family. I love them. And my boy's he's gonna invent the next airplane. It's gonna make air travel real cheap.
Right. So whichever one does better, that's the one I'm gonna love. So
Yep.
get to work, kids.
Yeah, I love you. Might be the last time I ever see you. Come give Dad a hug. Soak this in. This might be the last one.
My dad, when I was 11, he went. He said he was going to go get a thing of vape juice, and then he never came back.
I need to get a refill of this peach. I'll be back.
Dad,
maybe.
why do you have your suitcase? Again, a lot of vape stuff.
Got to buy in bulk, son.
I remember Dad was just remixing Tay Zonde songs on GarageBand, and he ran out of vape juice. And he said he was just going to the store. Do you guys remember your first internet crush?
My first internet crush.
Your first e-crush? Did you have an e-crush, Jay?
Like somebody who's famous off the internet only?
Yeah.
Fucking God. I mean, there's a couple Viners who are really hot I wanted to have sex with.
Mine was the mom from Charlie Bit My Finger.
The unseen mom. Yeah. Mine was actually David After Dentist. Yeah.
Mine was the evolution of dance guy.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I was
Yeah.
actually the balloon kid. Yeah. The
Yeah.
balloon boy. Yeah.
Dude, you know what is the funniest video ever, though?
What is that?
It's the evolution of dance. 2.
Two?
The
Yeah.
second one he came out
When he's
with.
trying to like really cash in on the fame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ah, man. Well,
Yeah.
I feel like the train stopped and now we're on the back of the train just trying to push it. But it's a big ass train.
What are we
train
at?
jail.
What are we at time wise? Train jail?
Yeah. Time-wise, we're at 2:25.
Jesus Christ.
Well, I want to take this moment to say, Jace, I love you. You're a great friend. You're a good dad.
Too late, man.
And
Should have been last week.
Ben, you're a horrible son. And you can do better.
Dad,
Yes.
can I go on InfoWars just like your co-host of your podcast?
Sure. They bleep out all the bad stuff.
Dad, can I meet the co-host, Ben, that you do the podcast with? He's so cool.
Yeah.
He's so ironic. He went on InfoWars, and he doesn't even know if he went on it because he believes in the message or
Dad?
just because it's just funny.
Dad, we listen to your podcast, and why do you talk about Chase's dick so much?
Well, sometimes part of making the world better is to try to flush out all the homophobia in the world. And, telling a guy he's got a big dick is a great way to do it.
That's some gay shit.
Honk, honk, bitch.
Honk, bitch.
Well, I sometimes your old man gets a little gay sometimes.
Yeah.
Man, I'm living in clown world.
Yeah. I'm just thinking of.
I'm gay for the whole family, kids.
I kept thinking of Rorschach's journal, where he's like, and the streets will run, and the people will come to me and ask for help, and I'll look down to them and I'll say, honk, honk, bitch.
The world won't go out with a bang, but a honk.
Well, thanks for listening to the podcast. I, of course, am Kevin Tinkin. Jace Wayne Avery and Ben Avery are co-hosts.
Hey.
Please send us an email at brainjailpod@gmail.com, to brainjailpod@gmail.com. We love getting those emails. Follow us on Instagram at brainjail and Twitter and all that good stuff. And please, if there's anything, if you want to help us out in any way, the easiest thing you can do is leave us a 5-star review on iTunes or wherever you listen to podcasts. Or, of course, you can just send money directly to me. My PayPal is at Kevin Tinkin, and I will take it. I love money. I don't know about you guys.
I think it's the root of all evil.
Well, must be nice to have some, though.
Yeah, I'm real evil, dude.
Yeah.
I'm Martin Shkreli.
Money is the root of all things twisted.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see you next week, folks.
Bye.
I encourage everyone to take both the red and the blue pill this week.
Yeah.
Purple pill?
Purple pill, bitch.
Get pink pilled, bitch.
Yeah.
Get fucking pink pilled.
Mm-hmm.
A feeling of worry, nervousness will unleash, typically about an imminent event or something with an uncertain outcome.
Oh,
Shit, if this gonna be that kind of party, I'm gonna stick my dick in the mashed potato. Oh God, they're gonna know I'm dumb.
There's a war on your mind. Welcome to InfoWars.
You're canceled.